All right. Hello. Welcome to Roll for Story. We're still in the last part of the Sun and Moon arc. They've worked their way all the way down to the bottom of the temple. There seems to be one final chamber, and with it, one final challenge. Focus my mic. I mean, my camera. Not focusing. Well, it will do in a second. But whilst it's doing that, we have someone to do us a recap. High five, everyone. High five.
Right,
Nice.
so last week's session we had a bit of a wee difficulty. So we're facing off against some weird lightning creatures. Some of us over on the sun side, some on the moon side. And as the ones on the sun side were beaten, they became bigger on the moon side and exploded. But we managed to work out, the way through by balancing the sides, pointing the lenses in the right direction, and so and giving a powerful lightning thing in the middle of Astral Sea a hug. It's important. The hug was important. I feel it was the key. After that, we headed down and ran into an old acquaintance of Llewellyn, or at least Llewellyn was acquainted with her shadow, um, called Sinvala and Natasha, um, one of the daughters of Baba Yaga. We had a chat with her, found out some stuff, went into a library. Library is full of books on language and culture. We decided to do a bit of studying on that. Um, Kashan found a scroll written in Ludorvu's hand, basically detailing about how the library works and about the passing on of guardianship and the final challenge. Um, then then Ripdip and Sigil Leaf, who is just a Sigil Leaf, decided to head down and go find this final challenge, and didn't turn out too well for them. Kashan followed. The rest of us have no idea this is happening because we're all reading books, apart from Irina, who was getting a bit hot under the collar, so was watery sphered and then turned into a goldfish, and is probably by this point essentially a goldfish flopping on the floor, because watery sphere lasts a minute and polymorph lasts an hour. Oh yeah, and Natasha slash Sinvala is looking for something in the already world between worlds, or a way between different groups of worlds almost, I think. And I think that's about it.
All right
And
then.
apologies for not maintaining my accent for the whole time. I kind of lost it part of the way through and just wanted to get it back.
No worries. And lastly, as Ripdip found this secret chamber heading down the steps, there seems to be a different symbol on each of these steps as they descend. And coming right down to the bottom, Ripdip, Sigilif, and Kashan round the corner. And as you're catching up to them, Kashan, you hear a moaning, a kind of pained scream, and it sounds like Ripdip and Sigilif have fallen and collapsed to the ground. As you come around the corner, you see them sort of rolling around in pain, and their bodies are kind of convulsing. You see that Sigil Leaf has roots kind of bursting out of his leafy flesh and kind of sprawling across the floor. Meanwhile, Ribdip, his claws have elongated, his fur seems to be growing out, and you can hear feral-like growls coming from him. And there seems to be a light shining at him, or at them both. Let's drag you onto the ground here. So, Kashan, you're down here.
Yeah. Oh.
And they are both lying here. Oops, that's not him. Either way, they're laying right here, just at the entrance, and there's a light shining on them. It's very obvious. A beam seems to be emitting from something. And as you kind of get to about here around the corner, you see two huge things floating in the air. At first, they look like they might be just kind of objects like statues, but you can see that they're hovering by their own accord. They each seem to represent both the sun and the moon, and they seem to be encrusted in some sort of rock or sediment that looks either heavily rusted or perhaps it's just encased in something like earth. You're not quite sure what it is. Either way, both of these hovering statues seem to be shining lights towards their respective tribe. So the moon is shining on Ripdip, the sun is shining on the sigil leaf. What do you
Okay.
do?
I guess I'll approach cautiously. Do the things kind of notice me?
They do. There's an eye on each of these creatures, and they seem to sort of look towards you, but the light is still shining on these creatures. And the red eye of the moon kind of locks on you. It's rather worrying that it's kind of like hasn't changed its position, but it does seem to have noticed you. And it does
Okay.
speak in a language that you are unable to make out. And it says something like Tarax Ekus. But it's a very metallic sounding, reverberating voice. Basically robotic.
Okay. I do not understand. I will take a step forward and I want to look around. Are there any markings, any instruction manuals on the wall? Just kind of like we
Yeah,
had
there
the
is a
try.
number of
Sorry, go on.
there is a number of different glyphs or markings on the four pillars that seem to be attached to this raised platform, as well as a massive mosaic on the floor. It seems to, of again, represent the sun and moon, but this time they seem to be interconnected as one. Paste him on there.
Okay, so
Yeah. You walk between the two. They're still writhing on the floor. They're like,
I guess I'll
oh, good.
call out and say, I've come to take the trial.
It turns, and it seems like the eye locks on to 1, 2, 3 of you, and you hear a metallic kind of thrum each time the eye looks at something. It seems to be like almost as if it's counting. And then it speaks again in a language, unfortunately, it is alien to you. To start with 3.
What's the other one doing at this point?
The sun seems to be hovering there, but its intensity of the beam seems to be shining again on sigil leaf, and it's overgrowing it. You can see the sigil leaf is like sprawling out, and their human-like form is barely visible now as their growth has just turned into almost complete plant matter.
So I'll repeat what I said again, but this time I'll try in Sylvan.
And Sylvan, okay. As you repeat the phrase "here to take the trial," you see them both begin to hover up. Their light sort of dims, and you see the two writhing on the floor cease. And they seem to swap positions. They sort of spin round until they're in the opposite positions here. And the sun begins to seemingly count. And there's another thrum as its eye kind of locks on and looks at Rip Dip, then Kasham, and then the sigil leaf. But it doesn't seem to. Well, a moment later, as you're speaking in Sylvan, the sun suddenly replies. And it seems to say the same phrase that the moon did, but this time in a language that you understand. And it says, 3 of you will take the test? Seems as a question.
I look to the other two.
They are on the floor. They look absolutely dreadful. They both look like, I guess, you can't tell that they're gravely wounded, but they definitely seem exhausted. Rip Dip is on the floor like, gasping for air, even though his form is kind of like it's overgrown with hair, and his claws have stretched out across the ground. The sigil leaf doesn't even make a response. He's just kind of like this big plant growth.
Then I will reply, no, I shall be the only one.
Okay, as you're saying this, this sun begins to turn towards Rip Dip, and a beam emits onto him. The moon emits a beam onto the sigil leaf, this time the opposite. And funnily enough, the opposite begins to happen. You see the fur on Rip Dip begin to shrink back. His claws shrink again, and he reverts back to his little small form. Meanwhile, the sigil leaf begins to pull together. The growths are kind of pulled beneath the fleshy skin, and you see a humanoid form once again. And the two creatures then spin around, and in unison, you hear them say, in Sylvan again, "Cursed ones may not take the test."
Cursed ones? What do you mean, cursed ones?
The light shines again on these two, and it's again moon to Rip Dip,
Yeah.
sun to Sigil Leaf, and you see them again beginning to this torturous pain as Rip Dip's like turning feral again, and the Sigil Leaf is overgrowing. Whilst this is all happening, what is the rest of the party doing? Because you can probably hear the sounds of agony from below the staircase. What crap? My phone just overheated and opened Hearthstone.
Well, in
Didn't even touch it.
in the case of hearing something like that,
Yeah.
Karis is gonna be just like, alright, sounds like someone's in trouble. Snap the book shut that he's reading, whichever book he's reading at the moment, probably his book on Walish. I would then go, I'm gonna go see what's up, and then head down on his glaive because it's faster to follow the sound of the noise.
I'll be like,
Okay.
yeah, tell Kashan to stop pissing about. And
And Lavellin,
I
you
won't
might,
Irina.
yeah.
Just flopping around on the floor.
Like, maybe she'll want to go with you, or maybe she'll want to do some research. I got in the moment with the research, I forgot to unsnap her.
Actually, that's probably not a bad shout, Irina. Considering you just got a bit hot under the collar, do you want to come away from all the expensive ancient books, and in case it happens again?
Mm-hmm.
How about you, Andy? Could be adventure.
He's already
could be
running down there.
Yep.
Go.
Right,
As soon
Llewellyn.
as she started hearing the scream, she go.
Llewellyn, learn shit. And then Carriers will head down there, probably grabbing Irina so they can fly down there. 'cause it's a little
I'll
bit
try
quicker.
and figure out what happened
One
here.
fin slap for yes, two fin slaps for no.
I think I'm human again now, right?
Yeah,
Well,
you're human again now. Yeah.
Oh, right, the
Sigil.
polymorph. You mean, yeah.
Yeah. It's been.
Yeah, no, I'm still a tree person. I get that. I'm just not a goldfish anymore. Not damn goldfish. All the things you could have.
And I'll be sticking back to, I think the last, we already went through the research points, but the last one was the last entries I could find to do with these islands and what happened with the tribes.
As mentioned before, it seems as though the history gets cut short. The last entry is about the difference of opinions in religions and what to do with the moon rock that seems to have been plummeting to the ground. There was a meteor shower, supposedly, and there was a difference of opinions on what to do. The last records seem to be murmurings of a potential war on the horizon. After that, it seemed as though they tried to bar each other entrance from the library,
Oh,
and I'm doubtful that they'd keep on scribing as they mount a war effort.
oh.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna go have quick talks with Natasha after that.
You what now?
Talks with Natasha. Natasha.
You're going to go back all the way to that chamber.
All the way, it's just down a set of stairs, isn't it?
Okay, but you're going further away from the sounds of agony, yeah?
Yeah, they're doing the check, and if something is like in dire need, they'll come get me.
So, just call me if you need me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I didn't choose for Kashan to interrupt my researching.
As we're heading down there, I'm gonna cast Healing Word on myself at 3rd level because I'm in dire need of HP.
Alright. Alright.
Plus, we still got the telepathic bond, so Carius could still talk to me.
Okay, if you're going down the chamber, you do see poor Riptip and Silverleaf are lying on the ground. They look exhausted. They look not wounded, but they're laying there, gasping. And Kashan is stood before two very large, hovering statues representing the sun and moon.
I just see Andy charging and she just goes flat into Kashan's back.
Karis just flies down on his glaive and is just like, looks at Riptip and goes, "Seriously, how many times are you going to almost die in one day?"
I
Didn't do anything.
he might
His
turn
eyes are
around and
twitching.
just say, "Stay back. Keep your distance."
We heard screaming.
That would be from those two.
Yeah, I'm just gonna check on the sigil leaf because technically we're still linked.
Mm-hmm. So, funny enough, you would have felt that same pain. What was happening to Sigilleaf, although not directly, you can understand the emotions behind it when it was happening. It felt like something was stripping away or flaying your skin, and then it felt like someone was tearing open your internal organs and pulling them out one by one. That's what it felt like. Whilst you were still alive during the whole process.
How are you not screaming?
I was goldfish. It was silent screaming.
You can't really tell with the goblin.
Well, this is kind of your thing, Kashans. Do what you gotta do, but if it comes to it, we're here to support. We're not just gonna leave you to do this by yourself.
I appreciate that.
And then, as you all entered into the chamber, then you see again the moon seems to be looking, and a thrum happens. An extra 2 thrums. I'm guessing, Irina, you're down here as well, right?
Well, yeah, I'm checking the sigil leak, so yes.
Yes, and a 3rd thrum.
Is it counting?
6.
Very good. You can count to 3.
Well,
I don't
judge-
think you should antagonize them.
Well, judging by I'm gonna stab you in my chin, it seems like we're involved now.
Speaking again in Sylvan, Kashan.
Yeah.
Setting trial to challenge rating 6.
Challenge rating 6?
What does that mean? What is a challenge rating?
At this point, whilst we're waiting, I'm just gonna grab Rip Dip and the sigil leaf and just drag them back a little so they're not quite in the chamber, so I don't have to worry about them getting like smushed if this does come to a fight.
Gotcha. Sure. You drag them away, yeah, you drag them into the corridor.
Yeah, basically, just far enough back that they're not in like the gaze of these things, and then
Okay.
I'll come back and be like, right.
It says, you hear the sun repeat its phrase. Cursed ones have now been extracted from the trial. The trial may commence. Do you wish to continue?
11. Yes.
Sealing
gonna-
trial chamber.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, I was just gonna mentally whisper to Lavella and just be,
Trial
some
delayed.
some shit's happening down here. Kashan's technically not involved in the telepathic bond at this point, so I'm like, Kashan, what's happening? Do I need to get Lavellan down here?
Yes, get Lavellan down quickly.
Lavellan, get your ass down here.
I don't know what this challenge rating is, but I don't like the sound of it.
Bring Natasha. This looks like her kind of fun.
What?
It's never easy.
I'm busy talking.
Yes.
Can't you hold off?
Well, there's a giant sun thing and a giant moon thing, and they're counting and like saying weird phrases in languages, and I'm pretty sure this is the last trial.
Just tell
And
him there's
they're
loads of
about-
books down here.
And
What?
if you don't come now, they're sealing the chamber, so you won't be able to come at all.
Well, they did say, they said, as soon as, like, I was like, wait. It said, trial delayed.
Yeah, I'm not telling Lavella that.
Oh, okay, cool.
That gives him an
Alright.
excuse not to come down here.
Yeah,
This-
fair enough.
This really sounds like a Kashan problem. I thought only one was supposed to take this trial.
Well, it just said something. I'm guessing Kashan said as it counted us, and then said something like challenge rating 6. So I'm guessing we're all involved. But I mean, to be honest, you staying away might keep the challenge rating lower. I don't know, but you're the adventuring type, and it looks magic. Seems your kind of deal.
You might miss out on a magical reward.
I'm sure Natasha isn't going anywhere.
I'm just like, so that's a lot of sentences. What do you want me to come or not?
Hurry the heck up!
Kashan wants you here. I honestly don't give a damn either way.
I'll try and see if
Charming.
Natasha would like to come see this new area that she's clearly not seen because it's been hidden.
Please
Right.
use fewer words. We probably don't have much time.
I'm going to use all of my movement in the blink of an eye to sprint up, slap Lavellan, drag his ass down, and plonk him beside us.
So what I'm saying is Natasha coming with?
You're planning on doing what?
Well, apparently there's some sort of trial, and there's a giant sun and moon down there. Maybe it might correlate to this room up here. Maybe you want to join us? You know, it's somewhere you've not been to yet.
Intriguing. Yes, if you wish for my attendance.
I mean, there's a lot that I could do with talking to you about. A lot of mysteries that I've missed out on.
Very well. Lead on.
Yeah.
Though, we'll say that
The challenge rating.
you owe me one.
Oh, I've heard that before.
She smiles. Habits from the hut die hard.
Okay.
To be honest, I'd be for that just because it would give interesting plot points.
It would be an interesting point. Fucking Natasha on our side. Holy crap. I didn't expect it to go this way.
Challenge rating 20. Prepare to fight the Tarask.
She has class levels. She is just as, as much of a class as you guys are. I don't know what to say. Yeah, Llewellyn,
God.
double Llewellyn. Jesus. Okay. All right. Entering into the chamber, Llewellyn and Sinvala. Is that names? Yeah, that's wrong.
Also, I'm not in the greatest of way. Can I say, would researching have been classed as a short rest because I'm not doing anything?
Yeah, we already said that last week. If you want
Okay.
to rest.
Yeah, because I didn't.
Oh,
Yeah, I didn't
okay.
either.
yeah, I didn't know
Yeah.
that. Okay, let
I
me
think
just.
because it happened at the end of the game.
I'm gonna roll my 2 cleric hit dice. which
Yeah,
is
whilst
D8.
everyone was observing the books, reading, researching, you could have taken a short rest.
That makes things so much easier. Thank you, oh merciful Chris.
I believe it's 2d6 as well.
Please tell me
Oh,
Key is recovered at a short rest.
12.
What's 2d6?
If you have hit dice, go ahead and spend it up.
No, it's just for
Oh, a
me.
nice 10 from Andy.
36.
Actually, question on Angie. Are you doing your Song of Rest thing that you can do?
Oh yeah.
You draw all of your expended.
Yes, sorry,
key
I
points
muted us. She
from
said
the-
yes.
Okay, so
Roll
What's
an
that
extra.
hit point?
So 1d6.
I think it's
Is
a
it
bit
not
more than that
6.
now.
Yeah. Is it not stronger on there as
I
you
think-
level up?
It does get stronger.
Is it not stronger? I don't know because she's still 11 level 11 bard. She hasn't
Yep,
gone to
so
level
it should
12
be
yet.
a-
So.
It should be a D10.
Should be a D10.
Oh no, sorry, a D8.
It's a D8, not a D6.
There you go. So go ahead and
Of
roll
course
a
it is, I
D8.
just haven't changed the doodad. 6
Six,
anyway.
so everyone gets an extra 6.
okay.
It's still 6. Doesn't make a difference.
2 down.
At least that gets me up to nearly 4.
I'm 2 off max, so I'm good.
Okay.
Amazing.
Phew.
That's a relief.
Wait, is that per long rest or is that per short? No, that's long rest. That's a shame.
Let me change
Alright.
that. Actually.
I feel
I'm a fool.
much better now.
I like how we instantly all just kind of relax now.
Yeah.
Phew.
We're not in such immediate danger.
Oh, 5th
Challenge
level.
rating. Who gives a heck?
You just see the two statues slowly orbiting the mosaic.
So, do we kill these or?
I don't think
No,
that's what the challenge is.
that's definitely not what the challenge is. Just be patient. Be patient. Be patient. There we go.
Be patient.
Be patient.
Divine smite.
I mean, my hair might be the right color.
We are ready for the trial.
The blessing of the library, the keeper of language, must defeat the sun and moon.
What did they say?
Keeper of the languages must defeat the sun and moon.
Keeper of languages?
Librarian.
Well, I'm not a librarian.
No, you're not.
I mean, honestly, do we just push you forward here, Irene, and this is kind of your thing? I mean, I know it's Kashan's.
It's that scene in the Mummy. I'm a librarian.
I don't know. Do I step forward?
If you're going for the tome,
We're here for you. I think you should do it.
mm-hmm.
We're here to help you.
I think I see where you're going with this, Chris. So, okay, right.
Okay. Kashan will take steps forward.
Okay. You start to see a light filling the cave and revealing a little bit more passages here and there. You can ignore the numbers though, but they're there if you wish to make use of them.
There are strange glyphs on the floor.
Yes. Yes. Well, certainly not a secret. Okay, so there is indeed more caves in the back of this cavern. They seem to be illuminated now that these two statues are giving off more and more light. As you step forward, the sun and the moon begin to say, "Take positions."
Take position.
All of us, or just myself?
You hear a rumbling, and the cavern behind you is sealed off.
Well, just in case it's all of us, I'm gonna go chill up here.
Yeah, I was gonna be
You
like,
said there's like a mosaic. Is that around the whole cave?
That is mostly on this platform right here. There are 4 pillars which do block line of sight and go all the way to the ceiling as well, just so you're aware. This platform here is about 10 foot up.
oh yeah, I was just gonna, damn it.
Carriers
I'll be there.
and the Venom begin climbing up the way to the back of the chamber.
I'm
Going
gonna
up
go
a
for
little.
this sort of middle one so that we're a bit spread out in case they've got massive AoEs.
Cool. All right.
Strategically.
Where's Simvala going? Is she sticking with me or?
Sinvala prefers to take to the shadows, so she goes over here, and she begins casting several spells as she does.
That's
You
quite
see
funny.
her
I was going to say I'll go to the darkest area so I can light it up, but sure.
There's
Yeah.
no
That'll
one
do.
here.
You start
I
to see-
think I will stay where I am.
Yeah, and I'm
you
going
start to see her
to.
form shimmer. She casts blink, and then it shimmers even further as she casts blur.
Oh my god.
Yep. Blink and blur. She's got it all.
Yeah, I'm gonna start with mirror image.
Okay.
And then I guess I'll probably cast haste on Kashan as we pass by.
All right.
Oh, haste, yeah, boy.
Keep that concentrated. So that's a 3rd level daring as well.
And Kashan's going to put his hands together and is going to take a few seconds just to center himself, focus on his breathing as he begins to separate into a defensive position. And I'm going to take dodge from just off the bat.
Right. Well, as you begin to take this position, you see both the sun and moon begin to hover up, roughly 20 foot into the air. and they say, "Let the trial begin. Those who are worthy will be bestowed the tongue of sun and moon."
That's where you were going.
And everyone can roll initiative.
Hang on.
Boy.
Oh, okay. Okay. I was gonna say, wait, what are we gonna be?
What do we
fighting?
mean? What do we?
It's like now you battle each other to the death.
Battle Royale.
Not quite. Alright. Close this up.
Actually gonna fight the sun and the moon. What the hell?
What now?
Does anyone know any
Right.
dark type moves?
So, the first thing you start to notice is a halo of light appear around both the sun and the moon. And they have different notches all the way around. And although there's probably too many to count right now, you estimate, I guess, like there's at least over a couple hundred of them. It literally kind of represents like a sundial, perhaps, but with way more minutes than there would be in a day. So, I'm going to allow you to see something. This.
Oh, it's totally a health bar, isn't it?
Okay. Do you see it?
No.
No.
No. Okay, 1 second. Visible to everyone. Visible to everyone.
God, Chris, all our spells are gonna run out.
Now, how about now?
Nope.
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 Nice.
It's on the right layer.
Yeah, I mean the tokens are. It's on the tokens.
Nope. I'll try refreshing the page just in case it's that. Could always be.
Okay, 1 second. I think it's something you have to be able to. Okay, 1
Control.
second. What about now?
Yeah, on the
Oh
sun.
wow. Yeah. Okay.
That
Okay,
is a
cool.
lot of health.
That's a lot of health. That's about to get rinsed down in one attack.
Alright. Okay, so that's what you see effectively in the ring of light, and there's about 250 notches all the way around. So, with that said, Kishan, I believe you're up first.
Yes. How high are they again?
They're 20 foot hovering in the air.
Yuck. Well, that sucks because I can't reach them. Are these pillars?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay, so I am going to 5, 15, 20, and I'm going to sprint up this one, and I'm going to try and fling myself at the moon.
Okay.
Sorry. I never
All right.
thought I'd hear someone say that. I'm going to throw myself at the moon.
You run up the
Welcome to
pillar,
D&D.
backflip off, and fling yourself towards it.
Perfect. And yeah, I'll just kind of like land on it and just go for all my attacks.
Okay.
What's
Go
that
ahead.
supposed to mean? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. 24.
Alright. 24 is actually a hit.
Okay.
I
Con-
don't like the way you said that.
Constitution saving throw.
A what?
Con save. That
Passes.
passes, yeah, with flying colours. Bat. 28.
Hits.
Con save. Get him early, boys. That's a fail.
Okay.
And then I'm just going to bring a knee to its eye.
All right. You see. Okay. A little bit as a reaction on the second strike, as you go to stun it, you suddenly see the moon let out a ridiculously blinding amount of light, and suddenly has vanished completely. As the light begins to fade away, you don't see the moon anymore.
Oh, so I don't get that last attack off.
No, you don't.
Ha. Okay.
Not even at disadvantage? What?
You have no idea where the moon has gone. Seems to have disappeared from sight.
So Kshan obviously landing on his feet. He's going to just stand there, just kind of like look around and go, guys, is the moon is gone? The moon is gone.
You beat it already? That was quick.
Well, I didn't know I had gone that strong that quick. Do I have any movement left?
Not unless you use feline agility.
Yeah, why not? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, and I'll do the same again and just try and get on top of it to end my turn.
Okay, you're not going to be able to get enough movement to run 35 feet, go 25 feet up.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
And
I'll
then
just end there then.
Okay, alright. Alright, so as the moon has disappeared, as you would expect, the sun suddenly flares up even brighter. In fact, blindingly so. The room is filled with this bright light that you're having trouble trying to see it. It's every time you look at it, it's glaringly bright. So, range attacks and just range attacks have disadvantage on it. Kashan, you're like right up against it, and you can still see its form. Alright, whilst this is in effect, I guess it will take its turn then. So, we are in. You hear the sun as well say, blazing daylight, and the sun is obviously emitting this bright light. Now, what to do on its first turn? I hadn't expected it to go this way around. I was waiting to hit the moon, the sun first, and then go moon phase. So, okay. Let's do.
Oh, Chris, I'm hasted.
Yes. Okay, so you would have enough movement to get out there.
And double actions as well.
You do, yeah. Okay. So you can keep going if you want.
If I may.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, I'll yeet onto it and just do my round of attacks.
Okay.
It's just actions, not bonus actions, right?
Yeah. You're gonna get one extra. You get one extra attack if you're using it to use like swing. 14 is a miss. Cracks against the hard moon rock.
An additional action. So if you have 2 attacks per action.
No, even if you have 2 attacks, the extra action only allows you to do 1 attack.
Yeah, one weapon attack only.
Cool.
You get plus 2 to AC as well.
Oh, perfect. So yeah, I'm just on top of it.
Okay, so on his turn, you can roll me a dexterity saving throw, I guess.
Okay.
Because it's moving and you're balancing on top of it. I guess it'd be more like acrobatics. Either way, you managed to somehow stand on top of it whilst it starts to hover into the air and move with you.
He has advantage on those as well at the moment.
Oh god.
Yeah, he does actually. So you're balancing atop this thing. It suddenly turns around towards Llewellyn. And yeah, let's do this. Can you make me a dexterity saving throw, Llewellyn?
Of course it would be. Of
Yep.
course. A
That's
Llewellyn?
a fail. Okay, that is a fail. You see, as the sun aims towards you with this brilliant beam of light, a ball of coalesced fire begins to appear right in front of you, and it slams into you, dealing.
Is it a spell?
Effectively, yeah, it's a
Can I,
flaming.
can I reflect it if it's aimed at me?
It's not aimed at you, but it is a spell that's forcing a saving throw. That makes sense.
It's flaming sphere, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wait, that's okay. Random. 1 second. So it gets about 60 foot in range. I know it looks like it's 25, but it's hovering about 30 foot up in the air. I'll put it over here somewhere. Okay, yeah, it did cast a spell. You see all these little rocky appendages kind of spin as part of its like somatic components. The flaming sphere slams into you for 18 points of fire damage.
Yeah.
Okay. But you'll be pleased to know that that is its turn. It is Irina's go. And I see what you're doing already.
That music.
No, that was actually an accidental click. The Mac didn't like it when I clicked off Discord.
That's fine.
But yeah, it's a plan. I want to be myself, so let's burst this thing. I'm exploding into fire.
Okay, Investiture of Flames. This time, without worry about igniting any books, you feel the shadow coalesce into the back of your mind, and it blocks out the murmuring, the sounds of the sigilly. Their voices become a distant echo. And eventually, you see Irina's form begin to heat up, starts to smoke ever so slightly, before a full flame ignites and takes a hold of her leafy form. And as this flame turns into a literal bonfire, the smoke kind of clears away to show Irina in her full fiery glory. No more contained, and there is ash scattered around the ground beneath you. And
So what I miss? You're back! Did you miss me? Yes. Still listen to that fool. Something about this whole thing is bothering me.
well, the sun would turn to you at this point and say, "Cursed one has been cleansed."
That's just rude. But sure. Because obviously it's speaking Sylvan, so I'll respond in Sylvan. Clear. I don't like this for a fight.
Kashan, you heard that now.
Yeah.
Weird. I don't like it. I won't bloody like it.
No, like it.
I am going to pop myself up here, and I want to get a better look at the mosaic thing.
Okay. It shows the sun and moon in perfect balance and harmony. There is, as if they're one creature, like one body, one painting together. All the other ones you've seen are depictions of them separate. But you do remember on the door, they were kind of vortexed and they were like spinning and coalescing together. This is the first mosaic you've seen where they're both combined as one.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep myself there, and for the moment, I'm observing what's going on because I've used my action to obviously do investigate a flame. So
Okay
I'm
then.
going to hold it. Actually, I'm going to tuck myself in this corner quickly,
Alright.
and I'm going to hold myself there.
Okay,
That's my turn.
that's fine. That's fine. Okay. As a legendary action, okay. Sorry, Andy. You suddenly see a fiery burst erupt beneath you, and you see this kind of fiery plant, a very desert-looking plant, but it seems to be giving off an intense heat that is bursting all around. Like you feel your skin prickling with that heat, and it seems to be washing through you as a heat wave. And I'm afraid that I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. And actually, Natasha does as well.
18.
18 is pretty good.
Nice.
Let me check something out.
There's a girl.
1 second. Oh, that's actually a pass. That's exactly what we needed. So you're good. You feel
She's just like, that's nice.
you're used to this desert heat. This heat wave is just welcoming. It's homely. Natasha, on the other hand, not so good. You can hear her, like, panting from the corner. Who else is in this corner? I think Kashan, you're also in this corner as well. I need you to make a con save.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm on
I
top of
think
it, aren't I?
so.
You're being affected by this as well.
Yeah.
By fan of flames.
It's a big range.
It's like 60 foot in the air as well.
21.
Okay, you're good. It seems like the heat is too far away to be affecting you. But you can definitely tell something is fanning it. Okay. That's going to be its legendary action. Andy, you're up.
She would have heard Irina calling about something's not right about this. And she's reluctant to actually do anything to fight, really, after Irene has said that. So I think for the time being, she's just going to hold an arrow notched in her bow, but she's not actually going to attack anything for the time being.
Okay. Holding it aimed at this thing, right? Or
What are you aiming at?
I will say, okay, I will keep it aimed at the sun, but she's very reluctant to have to shoot it.
okay, gotcha. In that case, then we'll go to Novello.
Does it look like this is going to stick around?
It's a flaming sphere. It's a very powerful looking one at that. It looks like a molten sun.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm going to dispel that.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're going to need to. Well, first of all, tell me what spell slot you're using.
I was just going to use a third.
Then I need you to roll a intelligence check.
Okay.
You got this.
Just straight intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, that's what I'm good at.
Is it though?
So, I'm afraid the spell has definitely been upcast, and to dispel it is going to need a greater amount of unweaving. Unfortunately, you rolled a pretty low, and this thing was cast pretty high. The magic you're trying to tear away is just blazingly hot. You can move away from it, that's fine.
Yeah. 20. 25. 5.
Okay. You're
It
good
can't get me if it's not in line of sight. It has to be able to see me.
Alright. And you've got a bonus action, or are you gonna... You're there. Did
Wizards
you
don't
roll a
really have.
Constitution save, by the way?
I did, yeah. I got 11.
Okay, so you
Passed.
passed. Yeah. All right. Cool.
And wizards don't have bonus actions.
Yeah, no worries. In that case, it is the end of your turn.
It is.
Okay, 1 second. No, I'm gonna let this go for now. Carius.
Right, Karis is just gonna stand there for a moment and go, right, the last things we've thought, and this whole thing has been all about balance, because Shan has beaten one half of it. Maybe we have to beat the other. That makes some sort of sense. And sort of, and I'm going to spring. Yeah, I think just gonna go a classic. Not go too powerful and just go second level shatter.
Oh. Okay. Cast that.
Yeah, I have done. I just
Oh,
can't.
it doesn't have
there's-
this. Yeah. Okay. Does it say constructs have disadvantage on it?
For shatter, I believe so. Let me just check. It specifically says a creature made of inorganic material such as stone, crystal, or metal disadvantage.
Yeah. Okay. So like constructs. Okay.
Yeah.
So it has disadvantage, but then
Yeah,
it has
and
advantage. So it's a flat roll.
Yeah, so I'm sort of aiming it so it's sort of in the middle. So if the moon's in position, like here, following the same arc, then hopefully it hits that.
Gotcha. Okay. It shatters the stonework. You see some of the mosaic crack.
I
they
need
don't
to do
believe it.
something with it. I could have made a disadvantage, but oh well.
You could have.
remember next time.
It seems like its form is highly resistant to it, or at least magic in general. But it does seem as though a couple of cracks open up on it, and you've done the first points of damage to it. So 18, half of 9. No. Okay. All right.
Actually, what does that do? Sorry, I'm just checking one of my abilities just in case it does something extra on this. I keep forgetting that's one of my abilities. Nope, that's only if something's within 10 feet of me. And then I'm just gonna continue to stay here. And I'm just gonna call out to it. Try and burn me, dare you?
All right. Sure. At the end of your turn, you
I'm
see
the fire resistant one.
your tiefling, right?
Yes, I'm fire
Okay.
resistant.
Yeah.
I'm fire, lightning, and thunder resistant.
Excellent. As a legendary action, then it will create another fire bloom out of the ground. You see another plant suddenly burst from the earth, much like you've seen the sigil leaf kind of growing things rampantly. This thing emerges and then begins fanning the flames. I need you to roll a con save, and Irina as well, but it's not going to make much difference.
I do
Don't
not have
worry.
advantage on them for any reason, so yeah,
What?
that's a fail.
What am I rolling?
Uh,
A
Con
Constitution save.
I don't know why that rolled an
This
advantage.
This isn't going to make a blind bit of difference to you.
Yeah, I was
I'm
going to say you're made.
Fire resistant at the moment.
Yeah.
You're fire immune at the moment, aren't you?
I
I
was going-
am fire.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You are fire, you are death.
Ah.
Okay, so you don't even feel it. There's definitely a rise in temperature, but you're on fire, so shrugs. As for Carius, you do fail, but
Let's look at it. Ooh, pretty!
you're resistant to fire, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, you're now taking normal damage from fire,
Oh, okay.
and you take, oh my god, 16 points of fire damage. As when you see the thing come forth, you see a burst of fire, and both plants seem to emanate a kind of glow, and the heat wave washes over you. That resistance is stripped from you, and you take 16 points of fire damage.
I just sort of look at this thing and go, really? Best you got?
Okay, Sinvala's go. She is gonna round the corner. The first thing she sees is this, because the pillar's in the way. And she says, ugh, what a disgusting looking plant. Let's get rid of it, shall we? He lets loose 3 agonizing blasts towards it. And I think 2 of those hit. So. Why is it counting 2 beams? That's random. Let me change that real quick. What the hell? Oh, that's a description. Never mind. You're good. Okay, cool. So the first one does 6 force, and the second one does 6 force. Good. 12 force in total.
Who's the force in Vala?
Okay. It seems as though the thing is still barely alive. It's all kind of like smashed up. Portions of the plant have been snapped off, but the plant is still there. And he's like, ugh, he's starting to feel a bit queasy from this heat already. Maybe I'll take a break in the ethereal plane. Be right back. Boom. She vanishes as her blink takes her into the ethereal. And as you see her form dissipating, you see her eyes go wide. Some incoming. There's something coming, and she's gone.
No.
Yeah, it's in the ethereal plane something.
The moon suddenly reappear. What shall we do? Quite a few targets. 1, 2,
Moonbeam.
4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Moonbeam.com.
Okay, oh god, sorry, Llewellyn. You suddenly see vroom, appearing into existence, the moon staring down at you with the eye, looking down at you. The creature is going to... Yeah, why not? You've all suggested it. Seems like you're right. Cast Moonbeam directly on top of you. And
I invited Llewellyn down. Let me just check something actually. Yeah, we'll be in range.
Right after that,
I'm gonna try to counter spell it.
oh, counterspell.
Yeah, boy.
Okay, this is upcast, so I'm gonna again need you to roll charisma save. So charisma check.
Don't fail me now, charisma.
Yeah.
All right. You feel the radiant glow coming down upon you, Llewellyn, and suddenly it kind of gets slimmer and slimmer until the eye kind of absorbs back the magic, and the moonbeam dissipates. The eye then looks towards you, Carius, squints slightly, and then vanishes
Oh, no.
back to the ethereal. Ishan, you're up.
I'm gonna keep on smocking it.
Okay. Go right ahead.
So I'm just gonna be like, you need to get down. Down.
16 cracks on top of it, but doesn't leave a dent.
I go for the eye.
That's a hit.
A hit.
Yeah, that's exactly what you needed.
Slap.
The eye is the weak point. 11 bludgeoning damage. Whack.
And
You're tiny
then
crack.
I'm going to then jump and 2 feet just full. And I'm going to use key point for flurry of blows. First strike. 28! Woo!
So hit.
And can I get a strength save?
Okay. Gonna try and slam it down to the ground.
Yeah.
Oh, you're on top of it.
Oh, damn it. No. No, it passes.
Okay.
God damn it. And then my
This
luck.
thing is huge. Trying to slam on top of it, like moving a rock.
But I will do it again.
That's a hit.
And another strength save.
So 11, then 13, then another 13. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Another strength save. This thing probably gonna save. No. Gets
No.
slapped. So you see the thing gets pushed down. Is it 10 feet? 15
10
feet?
feet. Sorry, 15. I'll double check, but I'm pretty sure it's 15.
Okay, so it goes down 15 foot. Doesn't hit into the ground, but it just hovers about 15 foot in the air now.
15 foot.
Yeah, it's 15 foot in the air now.
And it can't take
Right.
reactions.
Can't take reactions. Well, I guess this is staying here for another round then. Kishan, anything else? You're basically falling, by the way.
Oh, I'm not on top of it?
Aren't you?
Yeah, I'm on
You
top
just
of it.
climbed it down 15 foot.
Yeah, I would have thought I'd ride it down.
Okay, sure.
And even then, you just slow fall onto it again.
That's true. Okay, is that your go?
Yep, that's my turn.
Alright. You're quite a nuisance, it seems. So it will use... 1 second. Let me check this. Doo-ba-doo-doo. Yeah, let's use this as an action. Okay. You can make me a Constitution saving throw. This isn't a spell this time.
Con save. 9.
9 is a fail. Okay. You see the creature has hovered down 15 foot. You land atop it. It then spins slightly. Its eye looks at you, and you see it start to shudder and power up. Like a glow
Oh,
starts
no.
to pulse out from it, like an electrode about to use self-destruct. And it's going to use shooting star. This like this huge inferno erupts around, and you take 3d10
Oh.
fire damage. Take 11 points
Oh,
of
that's-
fire damage as this thing explodes and then reappears. And leave her. I'll laugh if it's. Oh, okay. Gonna go against. Sorry, Andy.
Oh no.
It reappears right here on the ground, and it's coming from. Actually, it's going to come from above you, Andy, and immediately careens towards you, slamming into you.
No!
18 points of bludgeoning damage. You see Andy sort of crushed underneath, and it hovers back up afterwards. And no, it is not stunned. That's going to end its go.
Did I get the stun off on the moon?
You thought you did, but then it sort of used its reaction to do something
Oh, okay.
and vanish away. It was part of the
Means
fight.
these things have legendary resistances.
Hmm,
Makes sense.
we'll see. That is its whole go. Irina, you're up. Also, Andy, I don't know whether you want to use your action because you were holding it. I know this thing is definitely trying to take you out. I don't know if you're still holding that bow.
No, I don't think I'm going to use it. No.
Okay. All right. Irina.
Okay, I still don't like it for a fight.
Oh.
It's really annoying me.
Mm.
Something about it's bothering me. I'm gonna put myself here. How far away is it from me? Whoop.
There's a pillar in the way.
Ah, right. There is. Alright, where was I? In which case, no, I need the extra thingy. I'll go the opposite way around and I'll go. 10, 20. There. See? Just about.
Okay. Yep.
Alright,
It is on the ground as well. It's like only 5 foot from the ground.
yeah. I'm going to. Sorry, I'm just thinking something. I know I can hit it because. You know. But I'm only going to do it. I'm going to fire 2. And I want to pull it towards me.
Okay.
So 1. Oh, no. Wrong one. I want that one.
That's the one. That's a hit. The second one, sorry, I just remembered. These should be at disadvantage because of the blinding sun. It's emitting. Basically, ranged attacks have disadvantage on it. So that first one, I'm afraid, is a miss. And that's a natural one. The second one,
fine.
and then the last one,
It's a miss.
you've got one more beam, haven't you?
No.
One. Sorry. The beams are it's too bright to be able to get a bead on it, and as you're firing into the direction of it, you can see several of them careen into the wall. Several of them hit the pillar. Hard to get a name on this thing with it being so bright. But any more movement? Or a bonus action?
No, that's literally my full movement. And my bonus action would have been. No, that's not a bonus action, but I don't have a bonus action I can really take. So that's my turn.
Okay. Alright, no worries. That is your go, Andy. It is you.
Well, she's gonna put her cloak on and pop over to the other side.
Just in time as well, because I'm going to do another Fire Bloom as a legendary action afterwards. But it does cost your action to go into the astral. You
Yep.
feel that wash of heat suddenly pull away to nothingness. You step into a starlit world of thought and memory. And in it, you see not 2 creatures, but 1. There is this sort of coalesced sun and moon together. They don't seem to be fighting. They seem to be one creature sort of floating there in the astral sea. Their celestial bodies combined as one.
Okay. In that case, for the time being, I'm just kind of like slowly etching my way over to it.
Okay, sure.
So I'm guessing
Llewellyn,
I can
you're
move freely without that attack if I'm in the other plane. So
okay. Llewellyn, I need you to make me a Constitution save. As the legendary action, another Fire Bloom appears in this corner.
Muted him, Jamie.
Is this a spell
Yeah.
of some sort?
No, it's not a spell. It's a legendary action.
Is it a magical effect?
Yeah.
Okay, I get advantage.
Okay. I'm afraid that is a fail, though.
Still?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
Think the
time,
save's an 18.
so you now have a you now have a vulnerability to fire, and you take 24 points of fire damage as this fire bloom erupts here and fans the flame, and all 3 of them seem to be again glowing. Gonna end its go. Your turn, Llewellyn.
I'm still trying to calculate my health. Jeez. Lightning bolt all the way across.
Okay.
You get all 3 of them. I don't know what's the best way to do that, but
Yeah, you would actually. Okay. Roll damage.
Now I'll do it at
Oh no. I didn't think so.
5th level.
Okay, roll it.
Don't fail me now.
Oh, okay. You wipe out 2 of the fire blooms with ease and strike into the creature for 30, 40 points of lightning damage. Holy crap! Yeah, that literally leaves a dent in it. You see the kind of light of the sundial like diminish by a lot of notches.
And I killed 2 things.
Yes, you did. You got another 2
Okay.
things.
That was 5th, so that's 20 health back.
20 health. There you go.
Thank God for remembering that this
They
time.
count as plant creatures, so any
Whew. I'll just. How much is this? Is it just like a 5-foot drop?
yeah.
Yeah, I'll just 5-foot drop down, get myself hidden behind here.
Just realised. So
Oh, Constitution save.
yeah,
It failed.
the flaming spear disappears.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
worried about that.
Harry, yes.
Okay, my first action, well, my action is going to be to walk up to this plant, and it appears to be a fiery plant, so yeah, that's probably my best bet. So I'm gonna just swing at it with my glaive and basically just try to smash it into the ground, basically,
Mm-hmm.
for 13 points of damage.
13. It's still alive.
Okay, then I'm going to try and remember with.
Damn, you hadn't rolled minimum on that. Booming.
Well, if it moves for whatever reason, it takes damage.
Got it.
Just checking something.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know there's one type of meta magic that you 2 meta magics on, and I can't remember which one it is. I think it might be empowered rather than heightened. I'm just
Okay.
going to check because it will affect what I do slightly. Not much. I'm still going to use the same spell. I just want to see if I can heighten it as well as do quickening. Extended spell. Yeah, it is empowered, which I don't have, so I will just spend 2 hand bike, which is the sound of my casting, as I'm going to attempt to try to cool down this sun.
Okay. Okay. Strength save to begin with, right?
Yep.
Okay.
I think I can get it in the watery sphere.
Oh, okay, it does have advantage, I'm afraid, because of its magic resistance. Though, what else happens? Nothing, I think.
Yeah, actually, what size is it as a creature?
It is a huge creature.
Then it would have automatically succeeded anyway. I didn't realise that was huge. That's fine, but okay. So I've tried. So now there's just this globule of water at all. If
Okay.
it succeeds, it can shoot on where is it? On a successful save, a creature is projected from the space the nearest unoccupied space of the creature's choice outside the sphere.
Okay. Interesting. I like where you're going with it. Unfortunately, it is
Yeah.
strong enough that it is able to slam away the sphere. It kind of wobbles in place again. It's still shining out this bright light.
Yeah.
Okay. The end of your turn. Let's plop one down here. Kashan, you can roll me a Constitution save.
Boy!
I guess Irene, you're immune to fire in this form, so there's literally no point in you rolling it up.
13.
And you take 2d8 doubled because you now have a vulnerability to fire as this thing erupts and fans the flames. 24 points of fire damage, I'm afraid. Irina, you just feel the heat kind of flooding through you. I can't really give you resistance. I'm sorry, vulnerability when you're already immune, so
Toasty worm.
doesn't really work. That's cool.
I'm just gonna roast some marshmallows.
Sinvala reappears, and she's going to immediately launch her 3 agonizing blasts at the creature, although, having said that, she has disadvantage against that. Might not be the best idea. No, you need damage. I'm going to do it. 1 second. 2 plus 9 to hit. There we go. Oh, that's a hit. Second one's a miss. Third one's a miss. Okay. So she does do 13 force damage to the sun. And then roll a d20. Oh, crap. Looks like she's staying here this time, I think. Let me check Blink.
Yeah, it's 11 or higher, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Yeah, she's staying here. Alright. It is the moon's go.
She's not gonna hide, or is she just staying there?
She can't. She doesn't want to move away. Not really. Anyway, there's 5 of you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh wait, no, there's 6 of you. No, there's 5. So this one's going at Sinvala. Alright. You know what? I'm changing my mind because I'm going to help you guys more. The moon is going to fire it at... Let's go to Irina. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, Irina. As the moon appears directly above you.
Directly above me, you say?
Directly above you, yeah. And it's kind of hovering in that space for a moment.
How far above me? Like,
it's about 50 foot in the air, because this thing is coming down hard.
well, as soon as it's within range, it also takes fire damage. But
Okay. Yeah, it's doing a ranged attack effectively. I need you to make a dex save to dodge it as this shadow gets bigger and bigger. You
18.
move past. Okay, well, thank God, because this thing hurts. You see a huge comet flying straight from it, smash into the ground, and you take no damage because you evaded it, all of it. And you see this whole comet has been slammed into the ground right where you were, and it's like in the middle of the moon then just hovers away and vanishes back into the ethereal. And there's a cold sensation over your body, Irina, a very cold one, as you're just standing in the shadow of this. And for the time being, never mind, you're already immune. You have reduced damage to fire, but you're already immune, so you're good. But it just feels like you're standing in a freezer. Probably isn't good for you in a way. Hey ho. Alright. Kishan, you'll go.
Okay, so going to use my movement to get all the way back over here, so 5, 10, 15, 20. Thank you, and I'm gonna run up the wall and jump onto the sun again.
Alrighty.
Just attack in the face. So first attack, 25.
That's a hit.
Con save.
Con save. Oh, man. I'm gonna use my reaction again. Yep. So it will use, as you were quite rightly saying, a legendary resistance, but it's also a reaction at the same time. You do get the 13 points of bludgeoning through, so that will take its toll here. Think.
Okay.
And as soon as it does, you see the moon, the sun is like punched into the ethereal plane, I guess. Put that on the
Oh,
DM level, and at the same time as that happens, the moon suddenly vroom, reappears over here.
God damn it!
Yeah.
By the way, Chris, thanks for the legendary resistance, but it's saved.
Oh, did it? 14.
Yeah.
Okay,
So-
well. Whoops. Well, bad.
That's
Either way,
alright.
we'll do the reaction regardless, because at that point, when you punch it, Kashan, you would see cracking all over its form, and it shatters a great chunk of its rusty moon rock exterior. And as it
Yeah.
crumbles away, you see it pulling itself into the ethereal plane again. Okay.
1995, 100. So I move all the way over to the moon. And
This is 10 foot up, by the way.
it's 10 foot up. It doesn't matter. I can either use a bonus action to like step of the wind. I still have movement from the haste.
Okay. That's alright then. Just letting you know.
That's
You-
fine.
You've moved like
If this is 10 feet up, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump towards it, and I'm going to try and attack with Cheney Dave.
sure.
Oof. That's
15, I'm afraid, clangs off of its metallic, or well, rocky looking exterior.
Gotcha. And yeah, that would be my turn.
Okay. Because I know how much you love flowers, Carrier. As a legendary action, you also would hear at this point the moon say something. It says, "Darkness falls," and the room begins to get a lot colder and dimmer. And these two plants, they both go into a kind of hibernated state. So I'm just for now going to put a big X on them so that you know they're basically like
Out
buds.
of
They've
action.
like pulled themselves together. In the meantime, something else blooms from the ground. A moon lotus of sorts. This beautiful flower erupts right next to you, Carius, and then fires a tiny little. Well, it lets out spores. I'm not going to say it fires something. It just lets out this kind of pollen and it fills the air. I need you to roll a Constitution save again.
Now I'm gonna ask, because it spores, is that a poison effect?
Yes, it is.
Then I have advantage.
Damn. Like I'll put
Because,
it. Like I'll
because,
put the off, please.
because of my belt of dwarven kind.
Okay.
Nice.
The roll away. An 18 is a save. So you feel a bit drowsy for a moment. You're teetering on the edge of this cliff here, and you nearly fall, but you catch your footing and you shake it off. You're all good.
Yeah.
No sleepy time for you. Okay.
Yeah.
It is the sun's go. Being in the ethereal does something else. Mm. Yeah, it hasn't got concentration anymore, so I guess it will do this. Hmm. Got the line. Oh wait, Andy's still not here. Okay. The sun reappears in the center of the room. Vroom. And when it does so, you see it's spinning. Oh wait, no, it's not this anymore. I just remembered. Its cracked exterior reveals its new form.
Oh my god.
It is now half HP effectively. So yeah, instead of this kind of stony, rusted-looking exterior, you now see a brilliant, shining, metallic sheen to it, and you can see all these cogs and gears turning and twisting in its form, and each of this
Whoa.
exterior begins to spin, and I guess all the fronds begin to like reel back, and then they all come forward at the same time, releasing an incredibly powerful sunbeam straight towards Kashan. Whoops,
Well,
there is a DC.
Oh, that's an easy
least it-
DC.
There is a DC. I need you to roll Constitution save, Kashan.
Save.
Nope. Probably not.
Okay, you take 27
Oh.
radiant damage.
Are we sure it's not a deck save?
Nope, you're blinded as well. And Llewellyn, you need to roll one as well, as you see the beam fire straight through Kashan and go into you as well.
Is that an aimed attack? It's not aimed at me, is it?
I'm afraid it's another save.
What is it
Sorry about
again?
It's a con save.
Concept.
DC 18.
Nope, fail.
So you also take 27 radiant and are blinded.
Spell set stays up. So 28, did you say?
27
27.
radiant. And after that,
Oh,
it vanishes back into the ethereal again.
No.
Irina, you're up. Playing with tokens in a second. The sun's not there, but just let me play around a second.
Did that ice melt when the sun hit where it did?
No, it didn't.
That's fine.
Aim it at it. It wasn't like in the way.
How high up is the moon?
The moon is about 20 foot off the ground, 10 feet off of the platform. So, like Kashan jumped off of the platform and then hit it.
That's fine. Alright. Are you gonna do some Eldritch Blast there? Only 2 because. God damn it, Kashan!
What did I do?
I can't launch 3 because you're in the explosion range.
That's fine. It's a deck save. We're cool.
Ranged attacks no longer have disadvantage, by the way, because the sun isn't here.
Just do it. Just do it.
25,
Trust me. Do it.
25, 17.
Blow it to smithereens. Please.
Guessing 2 hits and a miss.
That's 2 hits and a miss.
So it's 26 total. Fire
Okay.
damage.
Fire
No,
damage.
It's force damage, isn't
Of
it?
course. Okay, we're good.
It's force. 'Cause it's Eldritch.
20.
It's because I'm on fire. I keep thinking it's fire damage. It's not.
Yeah, its smoky tendrils wrap up and begin lashing at the creature, and as it does, you begin to ignite. Something
And I'm
like
going to pull it 10 foot towards me.
5, 10. Okay. You see the huge form begin, like going past
Like
you.
the smoky tendrils that came out of the explosion, literally just wrap and drag it.
Nice. Okay. At the end of your turn, that is your end, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You suddenly see another one of these flowers begin blooming behind you, Irina. I need you to make a Constitution save. This is a poison and a sleep effect. Oh, you're a human.
Constitution. I mean, I'm also on fire. Does the pollen not just burn away?
It does slightly, but again, you're breathing it. So, okay. Irina begins to get very drowsy and you begin to fall asleep. You are unconscious for one round.
Boy. Oh no.
So at the end of your next turn, you will be awake again, unless of course someone wants to slap you awake. But you're effectively losing a round. But yeah, hey, you got a chance to get up.
Yeah.
Put a TP thing on you. There we go. Okay. Andy, you're still in the astral sea.
Yes, I am. Can she see the ledge that's in front of her? Is she just gonna walk straight into it?
No ledge, not in the astral sea. There is.
Okay.
You're in this starlit world, and you're floating just by mere thought.
She's gonna come right up, and you say the person was like in the middle somewhere.
Yeah, effectively, there's a conjoined sun and moon just floating there within the nebula.
She's just gonna kind of look at it and no.
You say hello, and then you do hear a voice, but it seems to be like two talking at the same time in one. And you hear it speaking in. Do you have Elvish as a
No.
trained language? What about Sylvan?
Nope.
Okay.
Parlez-vous français?
She knows common and Oran.
Okay. There is
Ooh, fun.
there is a speech, and it seems to be like, "Hello, child," but you can understand it at first. And as you speak Francais, it does begin to speak in common as it like goes through several languages. Do you understand me now?
I do.
There's this kind of gruff male voice, which is like kind of old. Sounds very like, "Hello, who is this?" And the other one is a very soft,
Get
feminine
off
voice.
my lawn!
Yeah, effectively. And the other voice is a soft, feminine one, and almost has this kind of elvish, like honeyed words to it. Like, this is strange. Are you taking the trial?
No, but my friend is. But
What? Well, what are you doing here then? Go help your friends.
well, your nasty big something decided to squish me, so I popped in here. And then I saw you, so I thought I'd come to say hello.
You're not supposed to be in here. Oh, don't mind him. It's fine. You'll be talking with us very soon, I think. So long as you're able to accomplish the trial. Have you figured out what you're supposed to do yet?
I mean, I don't really think he's supposed to be fighting those big things, but you know, he is. So, and you know, it's the whole balance thing, and you know, peace and all that. So,
Balance. Yes, you get it. There must be some balance. What exactly is your strategy for balance? Or is this your strategy? I'm not really sure. This is a new one for us. Yes, tell us. Are you seeking wisdom? Answers?
I mean, this really isn't for me. I think my friend was trying to get answers, but I don't know. He's one of the clever drugs of the group. I'm not very clever. It's head that makes me clever, but I'm not very clever.
I think that would probably be all the 6 seconds would be elapsed. Kind of a bit more than 6 seconds, but during this conversation, the battle rages on outside, I'm afraid. So
That's fine.
we'll come back to you. But it seems like there is two entities talking. They've kind of found a common language, though. The Velen. Actually, let's use these up while we have the chance. Another legendary action. Another legendary looking flower. This time, it starts to grow on the pillar here. Llewellyn, you're okay. You smell these spores, and it's this beautiful lavender-like aroma. And if you wasn't an elf, you'd feel like the need to sit down and have a little snooze, perhaps.
Can't sleep.
Meanwhile, Kishan,
No.
maybe it's time for a cat nap.
Chris, I would like to introduce you to a little friend
Oh,
of
poison!
mine known
God,
as
poison!
Purity of Body. So suck it.
Let's move. Okay, yeah. The spores inject into your system, and you feel your chi flow through your body and center yourself. The poison has no effect on you. You're wide awake, as cats are normally during the night. So that makes complete sense. Yep. All right. As you were, that is Llewellyn's go.
No.
Oh,
So, focusing on where they were.
Where they were.
Where they were. I'm gonna
Rudy,
chain
Rudy.
lightning.
Rudy.
Chain lightning.
Okay, is that going to target all the flowers as well?
It's gonna target this one.
30 foot has to be, doesn't it?
This one,
30 feet. Yeah,
This
that's going to hit everything.
and
Okay.
this
Did you
one.
want to deliberately target Owen? I'm joking.
No.
You can if you
So
want.
them three, including this one.
Wow.
Irena's asleep on the floor. Thank you. She's fine.
Yeah, I'm not getting Irene.
No,
Oh
that's
my god, look at that damage roll.
Oh my god, so that is the opposite of my circle of death.
that is incredible.
That's
8 8 8 8 2
thickness.
8 8 5.
Oh.
6 8. So this one as well.
Okay, these blooms are technically not targetable whilst they're in their kind of torpor
Okay, so
slumbering
just
state. So you
yeah,
see
just-
the lightning kind of arc towards them, and it seems to disperse around,
Yeah.
and hit the flowers instead.
and then obviously this one was the main one.
Oh, of course, this guy.
And it's a deck save or half.
Not the deck saves.
Fail.
18.
That's a fail.
Still a
Okay.
fail if it's advantage.
Chonked. 62
And I'm
lightning
going
as it racks through. It cracks all of the rocky exterior. You see bits of it crumbling away. All of its flowers are also zapped and disperse into a puff of pollen. And you take cover, I see.
And I also gain 6, so 12, 12, 12. That's 36. Back to me.
Let's just check something real quick, because I think that's once a turn. Grim Harvest,
Yeah,
yeah?
this is my turn. Yeah,
Once per turn.
yeah, once per
And
turn.
you kill one or more creatures with a spell.
One or more.
Yes.
The more part is the important part.
I don't think it counts as multiple times.
I don't know. That's what it seemed like to me. That's why I was
You
counting
don't
double.
you don't gain multiple hit points for each creature that you kill. It's just if you kill one or more creatures, you get to recover this many hit points.
Well, then why would it say or more? Why wouldn't you say when you kill a creature?
Because you might kill more than one, and then you might be like, oh, I killed 3, so it doesn't activate. It's one or more creatures, so it's one or the other. Doesn't matter which. If you kill something, you get health back.
I don't know. That seems like very like specific spell things. It says one or
I mean,
more.
that's fine. We'll look it up afterwards. But for now, I'm gonna roll it. You get
Okay.
one lot of hit points back. Because I'm pretty sure you don't get. If you
Okay,
killed
well,
50 things, you get 50 billion HP. It doesn't work. Like that. It doesn't work. Anyway, we'll look it up afterwards. But for now, restore just the flat amount. Which was how many? 12.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Carius, you're up.
Right, okay. So, I'm just gonna drop concentration on my sphere because big for it. Then I'm gonna fly up into this thing's face, glaive, and I'm gonna hit it with my other glaive
Okay. Something.
with a booming blade on it. But
Okay. I forgot to mention this last time, but as you get closer towards it, and you go to slam your attacks, you feel a chill through your limbs as you get closer and closer. I'm afraid attacks in melee have disadvantage on the moon.
fine, still gonna go for it.
Yeah, when darkness falls.
Okay, so let's go. It's a miss,
It is.
but fine. It wants to play that game. It can play that game. I have other ways to guarantee more damage. Once again, using Quicken. You know what? I really hate this moon. And considering I can't get both of them in the same effect, I think, because in Carius's head at least, while it's trying to balance the fact that only one of them is out at a time, he's just like, well, guess I've just got to wreck them both, so I am going to Quickening. I'm going to cast Shatter, but I'm going to cast it at 5th level. And ignore the extra 10 at the top, so that's 33 damage. But because I really want this thing to hurt, I'm just going to Destructive Wrath it so it takes the max damage.
Okay, so it doesn't really matter if it saves or not.
So it takes well, it'll still take half, but the damage is
60.
let me
2 2s, so it's going to take full whapping force, no, thunder damage, isn't it?
yeah,
Thunder
so
damage.
it's sorry, let me just make sure that I get the right number of d8s. So normally it would do 3d8, then it's an extra d8 for each level, so that's 6d8, so 6 times 8 is 48 damage.
Oh.
Ow. What was it,
Stonks.
48 in total?
Yep,
48.
damage. Yep.
With that, you shatter the exterior of the creature. Its rocky form blows away. The eye, which was this kind of solid red gem looking at you, is now replaced by this mechanical cog slowly turning. And yeah, this is the thing you see now.
That's so cool.
Okay, let's get rid of this thing. 114. Okay.
See, I was trying to save that to get like a lightning bolt between the two of them, but they never seem to both be out at the same time.
Well, we'll see.
And
It's not
whilst
something-
these plants technically can't be targeted, if I positioned it well enough, could that AoE have essentially hit the plant?
The shatter effect.
Yeah, because it's a 10-foot radius sphere, so it's 20 foot in like every direction, and it was only like 10 foot off the ground or something, so, or 15 foot off the ground, so technically could possibly hit that.
I will say it does, but as the magic kind of hits it, it seems to like flood through it. Doesn't even flinch or move.
Okay.
It's as if they're kind of there, but they maybe exist in another dimension as well. They've kind of gone with the sun at the same time. So doesn't affect them, I'm afraid. Though that's a
Oh,
good
actually, there is one other thing that I forgot.
yeah.
Technically, I've just got to check that this isn't a bonus action. In addition, whenever I start casting a spell of first level or higher that deals lightning and thunder damage, stormy magic erupts from me. This eruption causes a creature of my choice that you can see within 10 feet to take lightning or thunder damage equal to half my sorcerer level, so it's going to take an extra 5 thunder damage.
Oof. Okay. Jeez. Does that happen right now?
Yeah, that's basically whenever I start casting a first level or higher spell. So technically it happened before I cast the spell, but yeah.
Okay, hold on a second. I could just read that a second. Thunder and lightning, additionally,
One of those things I can do that I keep forgetting I can do.
how much damage is it?
It's half my sorcerer. 5.
Yep, it's 5.
Yeah, because I'm 2 levels cleric.
All right, there we go. That's had it. I've done that now. Yeah, you see a couple of other bits of the light kind of tick around. Tick, tick, tick. Seems like it was just catching up. All right, that is your go.
Yeah.
With that, as you've shattered it, several of the moon rocks have kind of crumbled away, revealing tiny cogs inside, and each of them begin to glow with this pale luminescence. It's going to cast another spell. Big one. Crown of Stars.
Oh no.
Okay. 7 of these motes of light, which are appearing as floating cogs, appear in orbit around the actual celestial body, and then it's going to aim some. I can move as well. Let's do that. You get an attack of opportunity, Carius.
Okay. Technically that can be a spell for me because I've got Warcaster. So let me just. Would, considering this is like a construct thing and looks very much made of metal, would Shocking Grasp have advantage on it? Because that, if the target is wearing armor made of metal.
Yeah, it's made of metal now. It wasn't before, but you cracked the exterior, and this certainly looks metallic to you.
Chris, by the way, do I get attack of opportunity
Not
first?
yet.
First for Sentinel?
Okay, Shocking Grasp hits, so do the damage first.
Oh, ignore the thunder, I need to untick that, but 14 lightning damage isn't
14 lightning,
shabby.
okay. Cool, done that. What was your question, Cam? It's still floating around you at the moment?
I have 10 foot of reach.
Okay, it's not moved out of that yet. So it's kind of hovered away from Carius, but it's still spinning and orbiting around with you at the moment.
Okay.
And it looks like it's trying to get a bead on someone. Someone who's hiding. Yes, I see you, Llewellyn. You've got some cover there, but it doesn't seem to want to give up on its prey. It's going to make a ranged spell attack on Llewellyn.
And it's too high for me to negate.
It is. Big boy spell.
Sentinel.
Whoops. Am I on your spell sheet? Sentinel. Does that work on a melee attack or ranged attack?
It's an attack.
Okay, cool. Doesn't Sentinel have to be the creatures within 5 feet of you, though?
And the creature is within 5 feet of me.
No,
No,
but I
I
think
meant-
the target has to
sorry.
be within 5.
Oh, does it have... Oh, okay.
When a creature within your reach makes
Within
an
5 feet.
attack against a target other than you and that target
Yeah.
doesn't have this feat, you can use your reaction to make a melee attack.
Okay.
So no, you can just go for it apparently.
Yeah, it seems like you can.
Oh, I can?
Yeah.
When a creature within 5 feet of you makes an attack against a target other than you. Yes.
But creatures provoke opportunity attacks even if they take disadvantage.
That's
Why
not
would you ever take Mage Slayer? Like, why? It literally, Sentinel like is Mage Slayer but better, apart from that it doesn't work on saving throw spell.
So yeah, I'm...
Alright, go ahead.
Yeah, cool.
Roll 1 attack.
Thwack.
Oh yeah, and I need to make my attack.
Mine's also with disadvantage, so... Yeah, there we go.
Oh.
Yes, because it's a cold, chilling touch. So I'm afraid natural 1.
Also, because I'm
going up-
blinded as well.
No, blinded is not. an
Oh,
issue.
blinded
yeah,
not,
you are blinded. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
blinded from the sunbeam, and you've got the chilling grasp around it. Yeah, sad times. Okay, the beam is coming towards you, though. The the star, the cog-like star, flies towards you, and 1d20 plus 13. So we have got cover, which is 2 AC, but a 22. I'm afraid it's going to be a hit.
Go for it.
Okay. 48, 40, 12.
4d12.
You take 23 points of radiant damage.
And with that, the summer dressed Llewellyn disappears. I rolled an 18, it's over 6 for my mirror image. It's a spell attack aimed at me. It misses.
Come again?
He's got mirror image active. He's had it active the entire
Oh, the
battle.
mirror image. I forgot about that.
No, I've only got
Okay.
2 left.
Well, that was a save. Okay. That could have been painful. So yeah, this cog-like shuriken comes flying towards you like a shooting star and then slams into the wall behind you as you realize it's aimed at your form that's just poking out from the doorway from the cave entrance. It's like... Alright, well played. Some valid back. Okay, let me go up the stairs here and fire off some more agonizing blasts. Oh, natural 20.
Which does the same amount of damage as the base attack.
Wow.
Max damage for you. Okay, cool. Two more shadowy tendrils reappear. And it's odd, Irina. It does almost appear like your Eldritch Blast, but they're actually condensed shadows rather than a smoky kind of trail.
Irina's just asleep on
Oh,
fire on the floor.
Sleep on fire. Okay.
Wow.
At the end of Sinvala's go, we've got my legendary actions back. So,
Oh no. I'm trying to think. Yeah. The flowers are clearly not working for me, so I might just. Yeah, screw it. We're just going to turn around and slam you instead. Legendary action. It turns to you, Kashan, and it's got advantage because you're blinded. So it slams into you. Oh wait, you've got a displacement cloak, right? So Yeah.
19. No, it's still flat, right? Because it's 23.
Yeah.
Sorry, confusing. 22 bludgeoning damage to you, Kashan, I'm afraid. Whack.
Ooh.
You feel the thing just like land on your
Hold on,
head.
do they get advantage on me because I'm blinded? I thought it was only my attack rolls disadvantage.
No, blinded is your disadvantage and they have advantage.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty nasty. It's like restrained almost. Okay, that's its legendary action. Instead of the planty poos. I'm not going to bother with those. The sun's go. It's still concentrating on sunbeam, so zoom, reappearing. This time over here.
Oh.
It can move that far, I think. It's going to get right up to you though, Carius. So it's going to point blank sunbeam you. I need a con save from Carius and Kishan. It is a spell.
Where'd my turn go?
I don't know. Where did your turn go?
I was meant to go
technically should
before
be
the sun.
before the sun.
Yeah, apologies. You can go quick.
Yeah,
I'm
thank
gonna
you,
do-
because that's actually really nice, because I'm going to pop my wholeness of body.
Okay.
I'm going to regain 3 times my level.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, thanks for missing my turn. So I'm going to get 36 points back. And...
Hold on a second. Blind. Yeah, never mind. Don't worry.
Am I still blind?
Your so the sunbeam is. I'll just click it into the chat again. Oh no, didn't help. It is you're blinded by the spell.
And it is blinded until your next turn. Yeah, it's blinded until its next turn, so...
So, effectively after this one. So, if I felt the moon on this side, I'm going to feel around this pillar, and I'm going to be trying to hide from that one.
Okay.
And I'm just going to try and hunker down. And as my hasted action, I can attack. I just realised this.
Until your next turn. So the way I read that is you're no longer blinded.
Oh,
I think it's until the end of your next turn, so the sun's next turn.
Yes, you're right. It is. So you are blinded. You'll be blinded right up until the point it's my turn again with the sun. Does that make sense?
okay.
Yeah. So you're blinded right now, as you were though. You're moving around trying to get cover, yeah?
Yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to attack with my hasted action
Okay.
at disadvantage. Yeah. Damn it.
Oh,
And I'm
Not a
going to run round, and because my displacement cloak is down, I'm going to use my bonus action for Step of the Wind and take the dodge action.
Okay. You still provoke attacks of opportunity, though, right? Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So it will try to take a hit at you as you're moving away. All it's got is its slam, though. So we'll do that. 7. Wait. You've got your displacement cloak back, right?
It would be back now.
Okay.
But-
So 17.
Hits.
I'm afraid
My
as you
win.
maneuver away, you see one of these comets orbiting it is animated and slams into you. You take 24 bludgeoning damage.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm not looking too hot, guys.
And now it's the sun's go.
That just took away like 95% of that healing I just did.
Wait for it. There's more.
Con saves.
Yep, now it's the con saves for the sunbeam.
Do I have
Yeah,
any
I'll
cover behind the pillar?
You do, but as this is kind of constitution based, I'll say you can have advantage just because you are slightly in cover of it. But that's going to be a pass regardless. You're good.
God.
You're done. So
I failed.
yes, you did.
Sorry, 2
Okay.
seconds, guys.
28 points of radiant damage, Carius.
Yep.
And Sean, I believe, takes half.
Yep.
I'll just do that for him real quick. He's
I am
looking
blind.
bad. And Carius, you're getting burnt up. Oof.
oh, it's gone again. God damn it.
We're back round to Irina, and I'm afraid snoozing away, but kind of shake it off eventually, and you're able to get up onto your feet, I'll say, at the very end of your turn. You kind of come into a stupor, and you still feel that chill by being near this rock. Okay.
And yet still on fire.
You are on fire. No, yeah, that's not stopped. I don't think. Andy, you are up.
Sorry about that.
Okay.
That's okay. I did 14 points of radiant for you, but I've already done that before.
Cool.
She's gonna whip off the hood of her cloak, which means she's gonna pop right back where she started, which I believe was right over here.
Yep.
And then she's just like,
Where are you going?
guys, I think we know what to do.
Who said that?
You can just about hear the voice of Andy from behind the pillar.
You
I'm
got to
blind.
make them hug.
What?
Two halves, one whole, balance. Make them come together.
Irene
You're
is literally just
crazy!
gonna gesture. She's just gonna gesture to the mural. It's literally in writing on the floor.
There's an old man and a nice lady. They were kind of one thing.
What the hell do you do that when they keep bumping out?
I don't know. I've been in the other thingy with all the stars.
Right, so what we do, we knock them out so they can't bamf out, and then we put them together. Unless anyone has, like, Hold Monster.
Hey, Lena is your friend in this part. If they fail the saves.
I have an idea, but I only have one chance.
Okay.
And I'm
They
not even
seem
sure.
very friendly. So
I'm not-
please don't try and piss them off.
Well, do not miss your chance to blue. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime, yo.
Oh no, your action was put back, wasn't it? Yeah.
Well, that said, you've used your action to pull back into the material. You realize that a couple of your allies are looking pretty bad, but it's okay. They're still standing. Llewellyn, you're up.
I'm gonna pop out, and I'm gonna be like, because I can't do it like that because it's dominate. So as a persuasion, I can use Charm Monster and be like, "We'd like it if you could please go hug your other half."
It turns around to you with its mechanical form and just stares at blank, emotionless. It just ticks ominously, like tick, 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 tick. Oh, it's grinding gears and cogs.
Using
Charming
Charm.
has no effect on the construct.
Okay, no good. Go back to
Okay,
hiding.
back again. At the end of your turn,
I
where's my
tried.
phone? You did.
Tuck further in the corner. Tuck further in the corner.
I'll let her.
Andy can make me a Constitution saving throw. One.
She's just
No,
coming.
not the healer.
And I think it's in Valor as well.
Not the healer.
But there's a funny thing about Natasha the Dark. She has a certain invocation that doesn't give a crap.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
Nope, not in the slightest. You see her look at it and go, "Now that's a more beautiful flower." And she sniffs in the pollen like, such a sweet aroma. Unfortunately, Andy, as you come back in, you're saying this, your words are kind of getting slurred towards the end of your sentence, and then, and you kind of fall asleep onto the ground. Oh dear. Simvala looks at you. Hello? Now's not the time to... He just shakes her head.
Time.
Okay, I see how it's gonna be. Carius.
Alright, Carius is just gonna sort of feel about the room to see if he can work out which direction it's coldest in, because that's probably where the moon is.
Oh, you're blind, right? The coldness is coming from two different directions, but you can hazard a guess that it's probably going to be the one in the north direction.
Right, in that case...
Kashan, you're no longer blinded.
Thank you.
Me neither.
But you do still have a vulnerability to fire. There is a cold sensation coming from this though. On the rock. There's like a shadow coming around it.
Oh, I can't actually do my healing. Sharp. That was going to, because it has to be a creature I can see, and I can't see.
I also just realised, would Egbert be taking any of this on?
You're under the effects of...
Well, I was blinded and I had a affliction of the immunity, the resistance to fire.
That's not necessarily a condition. Like vulnerabilities, resistances, they're not a condition. But I will say that you are under another condition which I completely forgot about. Well, no. You were charmed, right? And then you got afflicted with the curse. And then the curse was taken on by Egbert. So you were under no conditions right now. And then you got afflicted by blinded. So no, you need one more. If you was afflicted with blinded and then something else, then I would say yes.
I'm gonna sort of call over to Kashan and go, what's the plan here? Are we just taking these things down, or...
Well, Andy saw that. I turn around and she's fast asleep. Oh god! Oh no.
I do have an idea. Unfortunately, I can't see, so it's going to be very tricky to pull off.
As do I. What's your plan?
Well, essentially, how this has been going is the sun likes to just bamf near us at the moment. So if we're all gathered in the same spot, the moon's going to have to come at us and the sun's going to come at us. If we get into a spot where they sort of forced to occupy the same space, maybe.
Well, what if we all... Thank you. What if we all gather in the center?
So you didn't hear me say that, I'm asleep.
Oh no, I was literally about to say it.
I shrug and go, okay,
Unless we all just gather at the moon.
I'm just gonna...
I'm already here. Just don't stand within 5 feet of me.
We're already here.
Oh yeah, I forget. This thing would be melting because you're next to it.
Nice.
I thought you meant because the sun was there. I didn't realize you meant...
I'm literally on fire.
Yeah, okay, cool. This is just diminished.
Taking 1d10 of fire damage every turn.
Okay, I'm gonna try to move...
I don't know anymore.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna move to there, and then I'm just gonna be like, you know what? I know it's a matter of putting together, but at the same time, I kind of want to lure them over here, show myself as a threat. So,
Laser beams.
lightning bolt is 6th level.
Oh.
Nasty. Okay. 20. Wow. Okay, I finally rolled high. 19.
Damn
That's a
it.
19.
I didn't say it in time. I was about to... I keep forgetting I can do that.
Titan. Oh,
Yeah, I keep forgetting that, but...
alright, right. Okay, it is halved, so
So that would be 35, so that'd be
17.
18.
18, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna just sort of end my turn here.
Alright. You shatter a second section of it. It's holding together. It's really looking busted though. Carius, that's gonna end your go. The end of your go. I've already done slam, haven't I? I did a pollen. I've got one more. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, let's do one of those. Okay. Irina and Carius, can you make me a... Well, this is a spell, first of all. And I know, Llewellyn, you've tucked your way around there, in fact. So no one can really see what's happening, I guess.
No.
It's going to maneuver around here, position itself, and you suddenly feel a rush of water flooding towards you as the moon commands the tide.
Oh
And
no!
Tide away. I need you to roll. Is it dex save? I think.
Dex
Just
save.
check.
No, this
Yeah.
is the one that I wanted.
Oh no. 14 for they both fail. Okay, it's only 48. I say only, that's pretty chunk. So 15 points of bludgeoning damage to you both, and you're also knocked prone as this water floods across that chamber, and as it runs down the stairs, it magically disappears and vanishes away. This rock is similarly turned into a puddle, just already washed down the stairs.
I like that. That's the first bit of damage I've taken for this entire thing.
Yeah. Okay. It's a lot of it is steam surrounding you now, Irina, as your flames are extinguishing it. Okay, that was its legendary action. That was its actual go. So it could have moved there anyway on its turn. Because it's actually 120-foot range on a, by the way. Predict. Okay, right. For its actual go, it's got a bonus action to fire a star. So we'll do one of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, we'll do a d4. 1, 2, Carius. Oh god, it's aiming right at you. The star comes careening towards you, and it's gonna roll to hit. Oof, wow, that was low. 15?
Misses.
Yes.
That was poor. Oh god, so you've been knocked prone, and as you fall over, you hear this as this comet flies over your head and smashes into the
It
star
knocking
chamber.
me prone actually benefited me.
Just in a way, yeah.
Because it made it a flat roll, otherwise we'd have advantage. Find it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Oh god, well. Funny, well. No, never mind. The comet flies over you, that's its bonus action. And as an action, let's cast another spell. Crap, didn't want to click that bit. Okay.
Chris is gone.
Yeah, I accidentally clicked a tab.
Yeah, I guess we win.
Damn it!
How is Crown of Stars not concentration?
I know, right? It lasts an hour. I love it. I love it so much. Okay, it is gonna do something really mean because I guess Andy's asleep right now. I'd like Andy to roll. I think it's a wisdom save, but I'll double check. Yes, I think it is wisdom.
Come on, Andy.
Yep, wisdom save. Okay, so while you're taking your little slumber, what would you say is Andy's worst nightmare, their deepest fear?
No.
Oh no, you're putting out those.
Sorry, muted.
Her worst nightmare would literally be reliving seeing her father being dragged away and executed over and over again,
Oh no.
with her not being able to do anything about it.
Oh god. And you aren't able to do anything about it as you feel like your body is too weak, too still. You're like stuck in a sleep paralysis and watching this horrific scene, beheading one again and again, replaying over and over in your mind. It is gonna do 26 psychic damage to you. Let me just check. I don't think that's on your turn. It is at some point that happens. You're frightened, so you're frightened right now, and then it's at the end of your turn you get to remake the save, or else take that damage. Okay, so this damage is
Or
if you
else
fail
take
the
it,
save
okay.
again.
Sorry?
So this damage is if you fail the save at the end of your turn. It's a strange spell. Where it
I
goes.
don't have to take it now then.
No,
No,
it's
it
when it
says
gets your turn. If you don't make the save, you take
Okay,
it.
cool.
the target must make a wisdom save. On a failed save, you become frightened, and at the end of each of your turns, you must make another wisdom save, or else you're going to take 26 in this case.
Okay.
So, Sinvala might actually be able to stop this. She can see that there's some sort of spell being cast. She turns and goes, I know we're only just become allies and friends, so I hope you don't see this the wrong way. She kind of calls out to everyone. She's going to cast an agonizing blast at Andy.
Okay.
And you do get hit. You take 7 points of force damage, but you're woke up out of your slumber as you're hit against the side of the arm, and you see like a shadow sort of over where your arm is. It doesn't seem to go away either. You can like rub it, but there's still kind of like dark patch there. And she says, "Sorry, I had to get you out of it."
She literally is screaming Papa when she wakes up.
Okay, you're back. Good. She turns around, and that's for you. You can have the others. Fires another 2 blasts at the moon. 13 misses and a 19 misses. Kashan, it is your go.
Okay, perfect. So I'm going to stand here, and let me just read this, make sure that I can do this right.
The heck is that?
What
Oh
the
my
hell?
god.
This is representing Andy's nightmare. Just, it's obviously not that. We've already described what it is, but just for the sake of
Interesting
being
representation.
this is the
Yeah.
spell that's over Andy, effectively.
Cool. So I'm going to bring out Chainy Dave, that's the one, and Schlimp. 13, nope.
No,
26.
26. Gonna use its reaction.
Huh?
Vroom. Yep.
No!
As
He
you
takes
gotta
the
hit it.
damage though.
Well, yeah, a little bit. That wasn't a disadvantage, wasn't it?
Huh?
Because you've got chill.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, within melee attacks. I guess actually because you're using a reach weapon. Not really. Never mind. You're good. Either way, it has vanished after you hit it with the chain. And as such, the sun reappears.
Oh, well, that ruins my turn. 5, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65.
Change over.
And bringing out Chainy Dave. 24.
Yep, that's a hit.
And
You see that flowers now.
I also drag it 5 feet closer to me.
Oh. Okay. Interesting.
And then I am going to use 5. 17.
You hear the sun has again said, it says, darkness fades.
So I come round here. Bonus action flurry of blows. And I'm going to Spartan kick it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, 15.
1 second, I've got to make con saves.
No worries.
Okay, it's still got the spell up. 15, I'm afraid, is a miss.
20.
20, that's what you need.
And can I get a strength save?
Strength save, oh no. Fail.
And it
Fail.
is pushed by 10 feet.
Isn't it 15 foot?
Sorry, 15.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it flies over towards here. Nearly, it hits the side of the pillar and goes into a spin. 10 points. Oh, sorry, 11 points.
Yeah. And then I'm going to use my haste for... Can I use the bonus action to dash?
You can use a key.
Well, I
from,
thought...
from haste, you can use the extraction dash.
Oh, sorry,
as
yes,
an
you
action.
can.
Okay, so I use
Yeah,
that to dash. I also stood there for a turn, so I can actually move another 100 feet with feline agility.
You stay there whole time?
Yeah, because I was blinded, remember?
Okay. I thought you moved into that position.
Or did I move there last turn? Oh, no, I think I moved there last turn. Okay, so, yeah, an extra 50.
You can still dash.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
You climb back up onto the platform.
Yeah. There, I think.
Alright.
35, 40,
Good.
45, 50. Yeah, cool. Yeah.
The sun's go, isn't it?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So one thing you've noticed as daylight fades and the blazing dawn has come back, everyone has disadvantage on ranged attacks if you're trying to hit this. And the two fiery flowers bloom and let out that fanning heat again. Meanwhile, the moon lotus has gone back into a bud and almost looks ethereal in nature. Okay. Also, something else. As the sun illuminates the room, you see a shadowy creature looming over Andy, manipulating her mind. And Sinvala looks over to her and says, I have a way with shadowy creatures. That's a nasty spell on you. And, yeah, well, she just remarks on it, noting its malicious-like nature, though it is now the sun's go. Deal with the sunbeam active as well. Wait, I need to wait another console. Yeah, it's still got it. Okay. Well. No reason not to use it, in my opinion. It's still active. 2 to hit. Radiant damage. Yeah, let's go aim it right here. So it only moves a bit to the right here. As it kind of reorientates itself and stops spinning, it comes to a full face and then beam emits again straight towards you, Kashan, and Irina as well. I need you both roll Constitution save. That's a pass. And that's a fail. I'm afraid. Oh my god, you're left on 1 HP, Kashan. 1 HP. And you're blinded again, unfortunately.
God freaking damn it.
I'm sorry, buddy. Meanwhile, Irina, you take half of that, which is only 10, and you're not blinded either. Okay. That's its go. Irina's up.
Okay.
There are now those flowers are back as well, fanning heat.
They don't affect me.
I know they don't. I'm just kidding. You're good.
Okay. Can't really do anything to help you, Kashan, I'm afraid. You're just gonna have to get out of dodge at some point. All I can do is sort of put myself there, and I'm gonna take Candlewick out, and I'm taking 2 attacks.
Okay, go right ahead.
1.
Kind of reaching up and slashing at it. You get a hit. 8 points of piercing damage. I forget that's a rapier. Okay. And yeah, so
and
weirdly
bonus
enough,
action, I can do an offhand. Yeah, no.
With a rapier, I think so, because a rapier's
Finesse.
yeah, but it's not a light weapon. It doesn't have to. No, or is it the offhand?
That's why I'm asking. I just need confirmation if I can or not.
oh, sorry, what are you asking?
Can I do an offhand?
Yeah, I think you can. What do you have as an
Dagger.
offhand? Okay. Sure.
No, never mind. It was worth a shot. But it's fine.
Yeah, chuck it in there. Okay. you do strike at it, and you do feel there is something igniting within it. Oddly enough, even though it is made of literal fire. Well, no, it's actually made of metal, but there's something like a soul, perhaps, within it.
But it's speaking.
Yeah, there must be something that is able to be ignited. Okay. Andy, you're awake. There is still this shadow looming over you though, and you are frightened of it. That just means you have disadvantage on attacks against it, but it's not much of a big deal. And it's no longer manifesting as your worst nightmare, but you can tell it is a nightmare of some description. But you've got a whole turn. What would you like to do?
She's going to do what she always does to try and make herself feel better, but at the same time, she's going to try and make it relevant. So she's going to get out the violin, play a song of the sun and moon.
Okay. Is this also as part of your counter charm?
Counter charm?
Yeah, whenever you like play on your instrument as an action, you can invoke counter charm, which is, well, have a read of it if you've got it on your sheet. It's against it's against fear effects. So.
Oh, I completely forgot she had that.
She's just like, this is relevant, story-wise.
My brain is
But
just thinking of the story, not necessarily about the skill.
How convenient.
But yes, okay, let's go for that then.
Yeah, well, it's mechanical and it's flavoursome, so come together, you'll be able to.
It was meant to be.
So, friendly creatures within 30 feet of you have advantage on saving throws against being frightened and charmed.
Excellent. Okay.
Nice.
And as you're playing this song, I'd like you to have a performance check.
Yep, just coming up. 27.
Woo! Smashing it.
Yep.
You see that the little clockwork. Yes. All right, children. The little clockwork parts of the sun begins to tick in tune and in rhythm with the song, and as you're playing the violin, it is now sort of ticking like a metronome, effectively, and you can hear like tick, 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 tick. And yeah, it seems as though it's almost becoming in tune with that. Yeah, I like it. You feel the little parts like clapping with it. Can you roll me a wisdom saving throw as well?
Mm-hmm. Wisdom. 15.
Okay. 1 second. You have advantage, so roll it again.
Okay. 9. 15.
Damn, it's still not enough. During that time, anything you did advantage. All right. I'm afraid, as though you're playing this tune and trying to block out the horrible nightmare behind you, it seems like it starts to pull and claw itself over you. You feel the shadowy tendrils pour into your mind, and you get those flashing images again of your worst nightmare. So I'm afraid, unable to pass it and overcome the fear, you take 26 points of psychic damage. Okay. That's a valiant effort. Though something seems to be happening with the creature at the very least. At the end of your go,
Oh god.
I'm going to do legendary action.
Oh.
I see you hiding. Have one of these. Llewellyn, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. As another fiery bloom appears. Oof. Okay. And because there's lots of them. Oh, you have advantage?
If it's a magical
Hold on, then I'll
effect,
get a
then he
bonus
does.
action.
Oh, you do, yes. Would you like to do something, Andy?
Because I could use healing word then on Charm with the violin.
Yes, yes!
Okay, yeah. He's within. Is he within range? I guess you can move and do it anyway. Yeah, he's in range.
60 foot, so.
Yeah. All right, go ahead and cast that. Meanwhile, Llewellyn, you do
Thank you.
pass.
Much, but...
You
He's
do
on
pass
hit
Llewellyn.
point. I think
Yeah.
anything helps.
So you take
Sorry.
half of that, which is
Wow.
5,
This
doubled
isn't good
because you now
enough.
have vulnerability to fire. So it's 10. So you do 10 points of fire damage, Llewellyn.
Okay.
As a fiery bloom erupts in this cave here. Okay,
Thank God
it is
for the
your
ropes.
go though, Llewellyn.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That's as
Yeah.
far as I can go.
You see
And
the
then-
blinding light of the sun. The blooms of those fiery blooms have reopened.
Fireball
Fireball.
to here. Like, so it gets these two here.
Okay.
And maybe might just get Irina, but she doesn't.
Well, I'm not
she just basks in the glory.
I'm not aiming it at Irina, but yeah.
All right. So you see that magical halo, which has all those different notches lit over it, suddenly fills up
Oh no!
as you heal it for 21 points of fire damage.
Oh,
Mhm.
oh,
It's worth a try.
oh.
Okay. You see it turn and go, I am fire. I am the sun. And you see it drink in the heat. And the whole thing becomes red hot.
That's my line.
But what about the thing next to it?
Well, the fiery bloom, again, not really affected. Not
is
the
it-
fire damage. It isn't healed, but it's not affected either.
Is it resistant or immune?
It's immune, I'm afraid. Being a fire plant.
Kind of comes with the job.
Yeah. Sorry, buddy. Okay. That's your turn, I'm guessing.
Yeah. Okay. No bonus actions.
Nope.
Alright.
Harris.
Alright. Considering that it is, I'm now blind so I can actually see the guy. Considering that this is Gashan's thing, and he's the one who's meant to be doing it,
Just fucking sort it!
I'm making sure you stay. Wow!
Oh no!
I cast that at 5th level.
Oh, all the ones.
Hold on, can't you use that like Stormlord's favor where you do like max amount of rolls? Come on,
Not
man.
for healing, no.
All ones.
Well, there's 9 hit points.
Wow, cheers, man.
I
Do you know what?
tried.
You should keep the change.
And then I'm just gonna
thank
fly
you anyway.
at this thing as it seems to be made out of metal and go. Because melee ranged attacks didn't work on it, so
Right. So you're
because
back
it's
into melee.
metal. Shocking grasp.
You get close
Ooh,
enough.
that'll do it.
Getting closer, you're like wincing with the brightness. As you get right up to it, you can see the physical structure of it, and you slam your electrical charged glaive into it, and whack, hits it for a good 13 lightning damage.
Eat your heart out, Icarus. I can fly as close to the sun as I.
And it doesn't have any reactions anymore. Darn. Okay. At the end of your gun, actually, we'll save it. We can have the moon go first. This could be a knockout. Yeah, we're gonna do it. The moon has hovered over to here, reappears.
No.
The first thing it would do is. It's gonna aim one of its stars towards Irina. So. Plus. 20. So, oh god, natural one. You see again, another one of these comets orbiting the moon flies out, and as it does, it sears with bright, radiant light, and then fizzles out just before it gets to you. It's like, and kind of like skids onto the ground. It burnt up.
I
It
just
burnt up.
like do that thing where I just watch it drop to the ground unimpressed, then look up at the moon and just like, and
It burnt out before it impact. Ah, all right. The moon will instead, as its action, bring down a bigger comet. You want comets? You see you see one of them reappear in like huge body of water, like a tidal wave goes towards you, and instead it freezes as a whole block and comes crashing down
Deck save?
towards Kashan first of all.
Deck
I
save?
need you to roll a deck save, Kashan.
Yeah! Evasion!
Good luck.
you need to make the save first.
19?
It does, which means it keeps going towards Irina.
Oh no.
It's fine. It's fine.
I mean, if it's cold, you take half, so.
It's like catapult, but ice block.
Right. Am I making a deck save as well then?
You are.
Oh, it's bludgeoning as well.
Oh god. Okay, so Kashan nimbly jumps out of the way of it, or over it perhaps, and this thing keeps flying and keeps going until it hits something, which happens to be you as you turn around looking at the smaller comet on the floor, a massive one, probably 4 times the size.
I have just
50.
noticed I do have inspiration.
You want to re-roll it?
I do want to reroll it.
Go ahead.
Please be good. 17.
Oh, not quite enough.
It's
I'm
fine.
afraid.
It's okay. It was worth trying.
Okay. Instead, it hits you for 68 bludgeoning.
All ones.
Bloody hell.
27 bludgeoning.
It wasn't all
Okay,
ones.
That's fine. Like 68 nearly made me cry, but like 27's fine. I can
Okay.
take that. That's fine.
Trying to figure out where to place it. Kashan, you're kind of in the way, buddy.
No,
Can I say you dodge to the side? There we go. You dodge.
no.
Fine, it lands here then. Somewhere there. I don't know. Either way, there's a comet on top of Irina, practically. I'll
It's
just
fine.
place it here.
I'll melt my way through. It's fine.
And as a result of that landing there, the Carius, you've gained your resistance to fire back.
Yeah.
Kashan, you've lost your vulnerability to fire.
Yes.
And Irina is Irina. Cool. So that would be its go. Except the moon is captivated by a certain song. Before it can vanish back into its ethereal plane, it seems stuck there, ticking like a metronome. As it hears this beautiful song about the sun and the moon. Sinvala, meanwhile, that's all well and good, but okay, trying to think here. Is anyone going to clean up these plants?
I mean,
No, if you could.
I'll try then. She's going to aim one of her blasts at this one. Because that looks actually kind of weak. Hits. And blasts it to smithereens because it was only on 1 hit left.
Yeah.
This other one was also really low as well. Don't know when you hit it, but oh well. I'm going to go for it. That's a hit. I'll have to roll damage for that one. That is enough. What about this one over here? Wait, why they all look 13? May have made a mistake. I think I do need to hit that one a second time. Ooh. 11 isn't going to do it.
Okay.
Oops. Okay, so this one's still up. On 7. Yeah, I realised what I accidentally did. I copied the token and it had 13 damage on it still. That was what I did. My bad. Alright, so this one's taken 7. She's got rid of one of them though. And that's going to end her go. Kashan.
Okay.
Yeah, wait, I don't know one. So I do have another legendary action to use.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
I refuse.
I'm gonna slap
Already
it by
said.
her. I'm gonna put it behind Sinvala. As you work, Kashan, don't worry about me. I'm just doing it on her.
Okay, so I'm going to quickly pull out my staff and just try and golf swing this plant into oblivion.
Okay.
Goddamn plantation.
Big 20.
14?
That's actually a hit.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, they're not moving, so they don't really evade or dodge it.
15 points of damage.
Okay, that smacks it, and the petals scatter and then burn up as they do.
Gotcha. And I'm going to move up, pull out Cheney Dave, and whack.
Okay.
Am I still blinded?
Yes.
Just going to
I'm afraid
quickly
so.
roll that one more time. Okay, we're all good. Right, Cheney Dave. So I hear the ticking and I go towards. I guess I have cat ears. 17.
17 is a miss.
God damn it. Well, in that case, I'm going to just rush up. Flurry of blows.
Okay, these attacks have disadvantage.
22.
That's a hit.
Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh no. Okay.
Fail.
Alright, hold up. It's gonna use his last. It's
No.
gonna use his last. Yeah, that's all of them gone now.
Freaking damn
Because
it.
they shared one. They shared it. But yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Okay, it's sorry, not stunned, but it does take 11, yeah? Okay.
Correct, yeah. Last,
That's-
no, forget it.
Oof.
Hasted action. Bring
Yep.
out Cheney Dave again. Oh,
Oh.
14.
No misses. I'm afraid.
God freaking damn it. Okay. Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. As you hear the moon shouting like, "Darkness falls once again," you hear the sun say, "No, the blazing dawn is here." And then there's this ticking. It seems to be kind of getting into the right rhythm, and they kind of both turn to each other, and they're facing one another, and then in unison they say, "Break of dust." And it is the sun's go. And I believe I have to roll a con save for that last attack that you did. Oops, my bad. See if it's still got Sunbeam. Oh, and for Irina's hit as well. So yes, for the... Yes, okay, we're good. Yeah, it's still got
I've
Sunbeam.
just
Okay.
realised it should have taken. Oh no, it is fire. So it's. Does it take damage?
You took... Oh, you did fire damage, didn't you, at the end of your turn?
Yeah, I'm supposed to do fire damage.
Okay, so roll that for us.
Oh no.
Roll low. Roll low.
It's only a d10.
Sorry guys, but it's all in the fairness.
No, that's all cool.
Okay, it does heal for 8. Alright.
Change
Meanwhile,
places.
it's going. Ooh, okay. Irina's stuck underneath a comet. Karis is looking really low, but I've got a lot of potential targets. Let's aim it this way so we can get Llewellyn again. Yeah. Okay, Karis. You can roll me a Constitution save with advantage, and Llewellyn, you're just rolling flat.
Yeah.
Why am I rolling flat again?
You're just. Oh wait, you've got advantage as well, haven't you?
It's a magical.
Yes, you are. So that's a pass. They're both passes. Thanks to being next to the comet, Carius, you feel the chill of the shadow, and the beam fires through you, and you hardly notice it. You don't even feel the damage, really. There is some, it's coming, but
It might be
won't
enough
probably-
to knock me unconscious still.
it won't be much. Why is it closed? Oh god. I do hate it when my character sheet does that. Okay, here we go.
I'm
So
still
35
unconscious.
No, it's halved and halved again.
Oh, that's halved and halved again.
Yes.
16,
take-
so 8, I think.
18 to 9, I think. No,
Oh, 9.
hold on, 15. Yeah,
Yeah.
9. Yeah. So
Okay.
you do resist it, and you're also back next to the cold. So you've passed taking half, and then because you're resistant, you take half again.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Lavellan.
Wait, it's Sunbeam. Sunbeam's radiant.
Oh, it is radiant.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm daring
Don't put an X in your face.
that much.
Sorry, I thought it was fire. My apologies.
Yeah.
You are down, I'm afraid, Carius. Lavellan,
Yeah.
though, you just take the 18.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I'm pretty low right now.
Okay, that's its action. Irina.
So close. They're so close together.
Okay, we have established that it has a soul, yes?
It does seem to have some sort of a soul, yeah.
So then technically it classes as a creature?
It is. Old monster.
Ooh.
Paralyzed.
So I need a wisdom saving throw.
Which one are you doing this on?
The sun. Because that's the only one I know definitely has a soul.
Okay. I'm afraid as you try to bring your fist around this, trying to seize up its heart, I'm afraid it has no effect on it. Not because it's not a creature, but because of its construct like nature, it is immune to paralyzing. As likewise, Lavellan tried to charm it. He failed on that. I'm afraid these things are unlike other creatures you've encountered before, and it keeps ticking. There's nothing that stops that metronome. Sorry, man. That's how it goes. Do you want to move anywhere, or are you good there?
No, because I'm stuck under a thing.
Yeah, you can pull yourself out if you want.
I'd appreciate if you at least moved a little bit away from me, because otherwise I'm going to be taking fire.
Yeah, if someone keeps moving me, I'm gonna go this way, thank you.
Okay, you're still within 5 feet. Okay, cool.
I do not wish to be manhandled.
If you move that far, it will try to. No, wait, it's not in range. Kind of hovered up. You're good. All right, so you move down. That's a 10-foot drop all the way there.
I've moved there. Someone kept moving my token as I was trying to move it, so it kept moving to where I didn't want it.
Okay, you're still in range of Carius though.
Okay, I'll go there then.
There you go. All right, Andy, you've got your turn. Carius is down.
Yeah, I can't do anything to help heal him now.
No, that's fine.
I don't want to move away from this thing because I don't want it to provoke it.
Technically, it is you. It's
stuck to
in a
you.
weird way.
Stuck to me, okay.
It looks like your shadow has kind of pulled itself up off the floor and is now lurched over you.
Well,
So wherever you go, it's coming with you.
let me just check something. No, because they're in action as well. I don't really want. She's just going to have to go into the plane again for the time being until her next turn, but probably by the time her next turn has come around, I'll be having to go to bed. So.
Okay.
But yeah, she'll pop a cloak back on.
Yeah, okay. As you start to pull your cloak on, you feel like this creature is being yanked with you and begins to hide within the shadows of your cloak.
I figured as much. But...
It's coming with you into the astral sea. And at the end of your turn, I need you to make a wisdom save.
Nope.
Oh no. Oh god. 48 on it.
Probably putting her cloak on was a bad idea now.
Oh boy. Yeah, so you're yanked into the astral sea and you see this creature just pull out again as your cloak unveils. And as this is a place of thought and memory, your thoughts right now are of your worst nightmare. And it becomes almost like a reality before you. You see, oh god, you're taking 21 points of
She's
psychic
down.
damage. You're unconscious
Yeah.
within the astral sea.
Yeah. That's why it was a bad idea for me to put that cloak on again.
Okay. What's happening elsewhere in the room? Llewellyn. Okay, hold on. At the end of your turn. Now, weirdly enough, these plants don't quite react the same way whilst the moon is here. So I can't do that as a legendary action. So yeah, keep going, Llewellyn, as you go.
Do we want to attack the sun or just get the moon out of the way?
No, get the sun down.
Okay, I'm gonna use.
Or push it closer to me.
I don't have any push moves.
Just
I'm gonna tell the dead it.
Toll the dead.
Oh, that was
Wisdom.
a terrible. Yeah.
I've got great wisdom. Oh wait, but it has got advantage.
Oh, it's a pass then.
It's a pass. You take no damage.
Fuck.
Mm-hmm. Keeps ticking.
Mm,
Try to go back around here, Llewellyn. This is difficult terrain if you're going to go up that slope, but yeah, it's fine.
I'm sort of like behind on the slope against the pillar.
Okay. Carrie, it's your go.
Oh, death save for me.
Oh, fuck. Priority, guys. Priority. Get Carius the fuck up.
With no heals.
Carius is on 2 death saves. Fail.
And if
Holy
and,
shit.
and if we fail a medicine check, we can give him an extra death fail.
It's not good.
This is a TPK.
Do we not have any more heals?
I'm the only other healer. Both of us are down.
Fuck!
Yep. Fucking lead. Okay. Meanwhile, it's the moon's go, and I'm going to roll to hit with one of the comets at Sinvala.
Sentinel.
Okay, yeah, hit me.
Ooh.
Disadvantage, I suppose.
Oh, yeah, the sun's had its turn, so you
Miss.
should be blinded.
It's going to hit. 4d12. So, God. What I forgot. Never mind. Alright. That's his bonus action. Okay, so Zinvana takes a hit. One of the radiant orbs comes flying in, hits into her, though it's still got its action. Okay. Sean, sitting right in front of it. You're blinded.
I'm still.
Wait.
No,
No,
he wouldn't.
No,
be
the sun
blind.
would. No, the sun's had his turn.
Yeah, you're not blind.
Right.
Yeah, Wait. There you go.
it's Sinvala's turn.
Oh.
It's the moon's go right now because I've only used the bonus action. Thinking what else to do. It's not even concentrating. That's the most crazy thing. Oh yeah, it is. It's concentrating on Phantasmal Killer. Means it technically needs to roll a con save. I don't think it's actually. Has it taken any damage after coming back in? I don't think it has.
Don't think so.
No. Okay. All right. So yeah, its ticking continues. It's definitely concentrating on some sort of spell, which means, in which case, I'm just going to take a slam attack at you, Sean.
Doesn't matter.
Okay. You're hit for 19 points of bludgeoning damage.
Fucking
As it
hell.
comes towards you, crashes down on top of you. It is now.
Are you glad for that 9 health now?
Come on. Okay.
Zavala, do something.
God.
Trying to think. Jesus. Okay. She could do Phantasmal Killer herself, but
Probably won't work
it's
for
not going to be
me.
much use, I don't feel.
She's a base. Does she have?
She's concentrating on blur.
She's concentrating on blur.
She could drop that and do something else.
Does she have? That would get Sean.
She has a nasty circle of death, which would hit everyone in there.
Oh God.
Hunger of Hadar on the sun if she has that.
Hunger of Hadar.
'Cause that's literally an area of effect darkness spell.
Oh yeah. Yeah. She could do that.
And I will say that it does cold damage, which might be out of effect.
Funny that. Okay. She could give it a go. Alright, she'll drop her blur. Just so she can do this. She's gonna cast a new spell. You see writhing, shadowy tentacles suddenly erupt out of the ground near where the sun is. 1 second, I need to read this spell again.
It's not in the way, is it?
150 foot range, 20 foot radius. Yeah, warps fabric and makes difficult terrain. Any creature that starts its turn there takes 2d6 cold and must succeed in a dex save or 2. Take 2d6 acid as well. Range.
Yeah, it
Okay.
takes 2d6 cold at the beginning and 6 acid fails.
It's a 20 foot radius, by the way. That's huge.
I
That's
didn't
like
realize.
That's the same like as a fireball. It's like something like here.
I didn't realize it was that big.
It's
That's-
massive.
That's a bit too big.
Yeah, that's gonna fuck me.
Is it not?
20 foot radius.
Oh, it's like that big.
1 second.
I mean, technically, it could be. Yeah, probably not that then. That. Fuck.
I mean,
you
you
do it there.
place it, so it still gets.
Like I legit placed it perfectly there.
Yeah.
So she placed it right at the back of the room, so that it only clips the sun. She's concentrating on that now, though.
That's fine.
So make the most of it.
Please.
Meanwhile, I think your friend is having her own trouble in the astral sea. I'll see if I can help her,
Thank you.
and she's gonna vanish because I've already rolled it earlier. I meant to roll it earlier, but an 18. She blinks into the ethereal.
Okay.
Okay, it's now Kashan's go.
Right, I'm attacking the moon with Cheney Dave.
Okay.
Please.
Attacks in melee have disadvantage. Remember?
Oh.
Fuck's sake. Right, I'm
It's-
going to go for a ballsy move and I'm going to attempt to sprint underneath it. And as I
Okay.
jump off. Sorry. One more attempt beforehand.
Yeah, you've got haste still. Wait,
Uh,
Llewellyn, have you got concentration still after I hit you with those
oh, maybe
sunbeams?
then.
You
Actually,
need to be making sure you're rolling these.
Fuck sake! Right, yeah. So I run underneath it, and I'm going to attempt to bicycle kick with Mikey.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay, you're good. Good. All right. Go ahead.
It's just one.
27
Yes!
is a hit.
That's a hit, and it move. Can I please get a strength saving throw?
Come on.
Great. It's really good at those, but it failed the last one. It passes this one, I'm afraid.
And I'll ping up
But-
and second attempt. Typical.
Natural ones. They are the bane. So you try to find feet get like twisted and ankled. It doesn't move, but it does take 13 points of bludgeoning and is looking really bad. All of its parts are kind of falling, collapsing. It's almost like it's being unmade. Like all the cogs are kind of springing out. That ends your go, though.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm just going to move round to that side.
Okay. It is back to the sun. I see you hiding, Llewellyn. Damn.
Well, the sun will, at the beginning of his turn, at least take 2
take
cold damage.
Yeah, it does. 9 doubled to 18. Okay. And then roll a dex save for it.
Well, the deck saves at the end of its turn, but
Oh, is it at the end? Okay.
yeah, if it ends its turn in the
If it
ungood.
ends its turn in there, gotcha. I see. Yeah.
I love that spell. It's such a fun, thematic one. I think it gives you a great old one.
1 second. You open a gateway between stars infested with unknown horrors. It doesn't actually have to be. It can just be a point within range, by the way. So to actually aim this even better, now that I realize that it's supposed to be at the end of its turn, it could totally be here, in the air, above everyone.
That is true, yeah.
So it's difficult terrain for it, so it can't really move out of that with its movement. Which means it will be rolling and taking that damage. So another 2d6 acid at the end. I'll just add that on now. Makes things easy. Okay.
And unless it's got true sight, it's now affected essentially by magical darkness.
Right.
Which means it doesn't know where any of us are.
It does pass the concentration save.
That was a strength check,
Really?
but yeah,
Okay.
it would pass anyway with that
Yeah, it
roll.
would have been a 17. Okay. We just read Sunbeam.
But
Each creature, they can still aim it. You can still fire it. It doesn't have to be at a point I can see. But this is magical darkness as well, which is kind of odd.
So
Anyway,
would it be able to make it through magical darkness?
If it's magical light, yes, it can pass through magical darkness.
Sunbeam counts
Because
as
I
sunlight.
have darkness, so it just goes through.
Huh, that is
Yeah.
a strange one.
A mote of brilliant radiance that shines from your hand. It sheds bright light in 30-foot radius and dim light for an additional 30. This light is sunlight, but this is magical darkness. So now I get a brain aneurysm as I try to figure out.
So then it
Which-
stops being magical and it negates. It's just sunlight, like non-harmful sunlight. Because
well,
it negates.
it's more of a matter, even if it can fire the beam, because it doesn't know exactly where any of us are. Does
Says
that give us advantage on the save?
It says no light, magical or otherwise, can illuminate the area, and creatures fully within the area are blinded. It
Oh,
literally says that on the spell.
okay, there you go.
So it can't use its sunbeam because it's a light attack. It's light-based attack.
Oh,
There's no light, magical or otherwise, can illuminate. So that was kind of a save in a way. Yeah, you have literally a shadow sorcerer on your side. Who else? Who else but Timbala could save the day, I guess, in this instance. Well, let's put it out. Okay, if that's the case, I'm gonna have to use its action to dash. to get out of it, effectively. Well,
Yes.
Or near
Move.
the edge.
Move closer to the moon. Hug it.
it does want to go to the moon. You don't realize this yet, but yeah, it does want to go to the moon. Okay, I'm going to give it back that 7 hit points, just because it didn't stay in the acid. However, it has wasted its whole turn getting out of it. And as the sun appears, Kashan, you see its mechanical parts seem to be stretching out of it, doing something. Irina, it's your go. You can see under this, by the way. It's kind of a sphere above.
And doesn't Irina have the thing that allows her to see through?
Yeah,
I can see through magical darkness. It's not a problem.
Okay, so you can see the underside of a dome, and through it, you can see the sun and the moon right next to one another.
Okay. Great.
Well, something else you would notice is that the sun seemed to be highly vulnerable to cold damage, as all of its parts seem to kind of like freeze up slightly. Use that information as you will.
Is it?
I'm slightly more concerned with the fact that Carius is on the floor, very close to death.
Yeah, that's fine.
I can't do anything. Like I can try medicine check, but if I fail that, he's screwed.
Have you got any potions?
Nope.
No.
Has Carius got any potions?
Nope.
If we can stop the battle, it might not be too bad.
Then yes, there is a chance you can make a medicine check. DC is 10.
But the idea of someone coming made of fire doing a medicine check even on it.
I can't justify
Yeah.
it.
Cauterize the wounds.
I can't.
Might be up to Llewellyn then.
Carrie's gonna have some cool scars.
Have you got anything? I know it's not your turn yet, but I have Llewellyn. Have you got a potion?
I haven't, no.
You
And I
haven't?
don't have enough movement to even get to him in a single turn.
Alright. Who has
you
the
can bring me.
Yeah, this is kind of tough. Need to push them together. They're so close.
Okay. Even if Carius goes down, Llewellyn, I believe, has a way, but I'm not going to spoil that.
Okay, I need to get the sun and the moon together.
In theory,
Or am I just trying to break them?
Haven't you got like?
Together.
put them
Yeah,
together.
Haven't you
Push
got
them
like a
together.
push attack?
I have a pull attack, so I could, in theory, Eldritch Blast the sun and pull it towards me, which would then click it to the moon.
Try it.
All right.
Come on, do it. You can do it. You can do it.
Come on.
Okay, here go three.
Do it.
Three Eldritch Blasts. Are we ready?
Yep,
Mhm.
do it.
Oh, I can't. Wait, Kashan's in range.
No, do it. Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it!
Okay.
One hit.
You're at
That's
disadvantage, aren't you?
No, she's
Son?
close.
I'm going to say, because the sun and the moon are together, the radiance of that doesn't hit you, by the way. Because, Irina, you're behind an underside of a dome of darkness, and as the blinding radiance would block out your eyes, you can step up to the dome, use it as like a lens, like literally shades, and fire through the dome at the creature. And it hits. So 1 is a hit, so you can roll damage for that.
That's 11, and it gets pulled towards me,
Okay.
and then hopefully.
As you slam the sun and moon into one another, those mechanical parts that were like out of the sun suddenly wrap onto the moon, and you see them conjoin in a perfect tessellating cog-like machine. And as they do, their health balls also slap together, equalizing. Now I have to do some goddamn math. But before I do that, Andy, I know you're in the astral sea right now, and you've probably got to go. But I need you to make me a death saving throw, I'm afraid. Within the astral sea. Okay.
Two.
Fail.
It's only one fail at least.
1 second.
Dude.
I've still got my
You
arms.
are-
Not
Because you're
go
unconscious,
to bed. I've got work.
Yeah. Just roll me a wisdom save. I don't know whether this is actually applicable or not, but I'm going to ask you to roll it right now anyway.
15.
It is a fail. But we'll come back to that because we might have to leave on a goddamn cliffhanger. So, Llewellyn, what you see is their health balls for one split second become equalized. So, the way to do this, I guess, is 94
Plus
plus
16 divided by 2.
exactly.
So
You
it's
add-
100